Keep it PG here, because
we might be on. We're live. Go ahead, Mooney.
Well, that's what you get with live streaming, huh? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the iconic Watertown Stadium for tonight's broadcast of Aero TV, brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union and DFS Insurance. My name is Sam Mooney, and in me in the booth, as always, is the handsome and talented Tyson Zemlicka. Tyson, the Arrows are welcoming the 4-2 T area Titans, coming off of a loss of Spearfish. You've been a part of games like that. How do you bounce back from something like that?
You know, it's tough. We talked about it earlier in the week. Watertown might have got a little bit of that hint of they're the #1 seed, they're kind of the big dog in the state, and to get humbled a little bit, just to remind you that you got to show up every week ready to go. Spearfish was a great football team. They were fun to watch. It was a good game last week. But again, you can't just look at that number beside your name and say we're #1. You got to show up every week ready to go. Watertown might have had a little touch of that last week, thinking they maybe had that one in the bag. Looking forward to this game with T-Night, which is going to be difficult. But, yeah, hopefully they snap back this week and give T their best game.
We're familiar with the Arrows. We talk about the offensive line all the time. We've talked about Himrick. We've addressed pretty much every Arrow. Let's talk about T. It's an aggressive team. Run the ball a lot.
Give Remmers a shout out while he's in the booth with us.
Well, joining us in the booth is the talented Ryan Remmers, the brainchild behind all this.
He took us off the live because he didn't want to be on air. I don't know what I think of that. Go ahead, Sam.
So let's talk about T a little bit. They're aggressive. They're awfully talented. They run like a double wing offense. It's an offense that you don't see a whole lot of. Yeah, they're going to run. Who stands out for them, and what can you tell us about T?
Sam Wardle. We actually had a fun time last year watching him. He is a very good football player. He's a hard runner. This offense is unique. It's creative. It's fun to watch. It gives you some fits. As linebackers, you got to have your eyes on your keys. But man, you don't always know who's going to get the ball. Even though Wardle was a big part of that offense last year, and he has been a big part this year. You got to have your eyes in the right spot on every single play, because these guys they're tough to guard. They give the ball around a lot. They spread it around a lot. Watertown's got to be sharp on defense tonight.
I think if you're the Arrows and you try to force T to get out of what they're good at, and what they're good at is running the ball. I'm not saying that they can't throw the ball, but they don't want to. Yes. How many times did they throw it last week?
They didn't throw it much, and their main quarterback, he's been out for a few weeks now. I think he's probably done for the year. But again, it's tough because they don't just go dive right and dive left. They're the most similar team to Watertown that I've seen. They have a lot of different types of run plays. They got fullbacks pulling back on. They got those wing tight end almost guys coming back around the formation.
Yep.
They are fun to watch. They're not going to just slam it downhill. They have a lot of creative different ways to get people the ball. Then they run a little bit of option off that with the fake dives and all that stuff. So they're not going to just lull you to sleep with the basic stuff. You got to be on your toes the whole time.
A lot of misdirection.
Right.
A lot of play action. Handoff or fake handoff here.
Yep.
Give off to somebody on the backside. They might run weak side. They might run strong side. I mean, you're going to see a creative offense that Watertown's going to have to be prepared for.
And we saw last year, Watertown really never got it figured out. And even when they did, the tough part last year was T was so physical on offense that they never really had to do a lot of creative stuff. They had a lot more motion I saw in the slot last year when we watched them. But this year they just do what they're good at. And they've been tough so far this year.
We're going to turn it over to the legendary Nick Kranz, followed by the greatest song ever composed. And we will be back for kickoff right after the national anthem. All right, we're back.
I think I know where we lost last week, Sam. There was a certain someone that wasn't here that didn't sing the national anthem last week. I think that was Watertown's missing mojo last week.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. So before I kick off, a couple housekeeping notes. If you're joining us from T or anywhere around the state, let us know in the chat where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. The handsome and talented Tyson Zemlicka will make sure to give you a shout out. Chris Jacobson said, any way to get more volume from you two? I don't know, you might be. Let us know if you can hear us, Jake. So 4-2 teams, big game. Can't really look forward to next week, right?
Right. This is kind of where all the marbles lie here. Last week was definitely a bit of a letdown by the Arrows again. Spearfish is a great team, but this, in my opinion, doesn't matter. But to me, these are the top two teams in the state, and Spearfish definitely has something to say about that.
Yep.
They beat both these two teams, but to me, these are two of the most physical teams in the state. I think in a few weeks they're going to probably match up again. I am very excited to see how this game goes tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it too. And let me ask you this. I mean, we talked about how aggressive T is running the ball. If Watertown can force T to throw the ball, then obviously that should go into Watertown's favor. How many times does Watertown need to force T to win to throw in order to win the game? What's that number? Is it 10? Is it 15? Is there a number?
You know, it's really tough to say. If I think if T throws 20 times tonight, they have had a lot of problems running the ball. That is not a recipe for their success. Now, they're fine doing it in certain ways, but when it comes to just stretching the field, you know, vertically, that's really not really their MO. They want to pound the ball. They want to be creative in that offensive run game. And if they throw it 20 times tonight, I think at the end of the game, I think Watertown will be pretty happy.
Yeah, I mean, considering that they're 5-6 times a game, if you can get them into that 15, then Watertown's obviously gotten a big lead.
And conversely, for the Arrows, T likes to pack that box on defense.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see if Watertown stretches that field vertically tonight. They have some great playmakers that we've highlighted throughout the year. Mitch Olson, Briggs. They got a lot of good receivers. Pitkin. They get guys that can win against cover one man-to-man defense. So I'm excited to see Trayton Hemrick tonight. I think he's going to have a big game. I think the receivers have a big game, and again, you and I both know Watertown's going to rely on that run game, but I really want to see the Arrows get that passing game vertically going and have these receivers have a big night.
I think what you're going to see from T2 is you'll see 8 guys in the box, meaning that everybody is going to be right there on the line of scrimmage. And so you've got the wide receivers are going to have opportunities on one-on-one coverage. Maybe you can get some jump balls. Maybe one-on-one coverage left out on an island as a cornerback. I mean, that's a big task.
It's tough, and especially against these 3 guys. You got a receiver for Watertown. It's not an easy night. Last week against Brookings, they really packed the box, and I think that was their way of saying, we're not afraid of you guys throwing the ball. But tonight, if you don't respect these receivers from Watertown, and I get that, Fossum and Winches, you got some handfuls to deal with in the backfield for Watertown in that run game. But these receivers are no joke, and I think they got to be salivating seeing man-to-man coverage all night.
And speaking of the running backs, back from a one-game absence is Malik Decker, and I think the Arrows missed him last week because with Fossum and Wenches, you have that attack. I mean, they want to run through people. Where Malik may be a little quicker, and he just brings a different kind of football to the table that they were missing a little bit last week.
Yeah, Fossum and Winches, they're really that brute, that thundering back. We missed a little bit of that lightning last week, and I think it was an element that I don't know if the Arrows were just not expecting to have quite so much, and certainly was to Spearfish advantage, but it'll be great to have both running backs, really all 3 of them back there now this week, and should give Watertown a big boost.
I think if we're talking about the matchup of the game to watch, unless you feel otherwise, I really think it's going to be the Arrows offensive line versus T's defensive line.
Yeah, I think because as much as I want to see a little bit more of a passing game because I used to play receiver, Sam, this offensive coaching staff knows their bread and butter is served on that offensive line, and they're going to try to pound the ball as much as they can, and we'll see how T stops it.
I'll go as far as saying, too, that, we highlighted the Arrows offensive line versus T's defensive line, and we could go the other way, too. I mean, it very easily could be T's offensive line versus Arrows defensive line, but no doubt about it, this game is going to be won at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a physical one. Like I said, I might be in the minority in this state, but I think these are the two most physical and probably best teams in Class AA, and it's going to be a battle here tonight. Beautiful night for it, too.
It is. It's a gorgeous night for football. I do want to mention to everybody that's listening, too, stick around at halftime. We're going to have a unique halftime show. So the Watertown Arrows are the 2024 state golf champions, and not only were they the team champs, but they have the individual state champion in Ty Leonards. So we're going to put a golf ball at the 50-yard line. We'll see if Ty can bang it through the upright.
Back-to-back years, right?
No, Jake Olson won it last year. But
the Arrows.
But the Arrows, yes, back-to-back. Yep, and even individual titles, Jake Olson won it last year. Ty Leonards won it this year. So you'll get a little bit of powerhouse going on with golf. What do you know about golf?
Not much. But what I do know is my money is on him to make it to the uprights at halftime. So
T won the toss. They deferred to the second half.
Watertown's going to get the ball.
Watertown will receive on this end.
If somebody wants to put that in the chat, if somebody wants to put a wager on, I will say that he makes that to the right with his eyes closed.
Now, to be fair, he's not going to have a whole lot of warm-up swings, right? And he doesn't even have his own clubs.
He's the best golfer in the state, Sam. He's putting it through. There's no wind out here today.
I mean, where did this thing come from? Can we get a camera on this by chance? Is that possible? Can we get in here so take a look at this club? See, check this thing out.
He's going to drill.
Look at this bad boy. So I could be wrong, but speculation is that Gabe Norberg brought this.
If you want to give him a challenge, you bring him a left-handed one. He is going to drill that with his eyes closed right through the uprights.
So what do we think? A Norberg club.
It's going through.
All right, we'll see.
Waiting for somebody to take that bet.
We'll see. Comment in the chat if you think state champion Ty Leonards is gonna take this golf ball, this bad boy right here, and bang it through the upright 50 yards. Titleist 3.
He's going to nail it.
We should have brought one of those nice Dakota Land balls that I got.
Should have. Yeah, we weren't thinking about that, were we?
Yep. Didn't really think ahead on that one.
All right. I can leave quick. You can handle the first 10 minutes on your own.
No. Nobody wants that. Back to football here. T's going to kick it off. The Arrows are set to receive. Hey, special teams, special players, special touchdowns.
You love to see it. A senior gets you going. Like I said, you do have something to prove this week, and they come out and deliver on the first one.
Special teams, special players, special touchdowns. Is that it? Is that how it goes?
I think it's...
Somebody's got to correct me. Special teams, special players.
I think it's big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, but...
it's special teams, special players, special something. I don't know. Somebody will get me. Somebody out there is listening to knows who sketches.
Is our voices working better now? Looks like we're good to go again.
Yeah, it looks like we're good. We're good. We're all set.
Just in time for that touchdown.
Thanks to Taylor and Serena Berger for chiming in and let us know that we're all set. Appreciate that. Getting caught up in the chat. Watching from Kingsport, Tennessee. Moving there soon. Jeff Reese. All right. Like that. Got a couple guys from T.
Here we go. Special plays. I want to hear what this is.
Yeah, there we go. Sydney Brown. Special plays, special teams, or special plays. Special players, special teams.
There you go.
Uh-oh. Speaking of special teams, all the way down to the 35.
Thought we were just going to do kickoff return all night here at this rate.
Good gravy.
All right, now if you're the Arrows, you just don't let them score the rest of the night and move on next week 5-2.
All right, Trevin Rodden, he tells me it's special teams, special plays, special players. There it is.
Early player of the game,
Trevin Rodden.
Trevin.
Yeah. Trevin gets in there, Sydney Brown, Dakota Land player of the game.
There we go.
All right, Arrows are going to be on defense here for the first time. T is going to be in kind of a traditional I here for a little bit, and then they bring that wing in. We're going to hand off this time to 14. He's going to cut up and get tackled right away. 14 for T is going to be Cole McKinney. We're going to hear his name quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, again, it's that end around right off the bat. There's so many creative ways T gets these guys the ball. Eyes got to be in the right place if you're the Watertown defenders tonight.
Yeah, you're going to hear Cole McKinney's name a lot. You're going to hear Sam Wordle's name a lot. Dashel Lowry, we're going to hear his name. So you see this kind of creative offense, this wing offense, we'll see quite a bit of these difficult formations. Good job, Micah Hawk back there, just swallowing him up right away.
Woofta. This is not exactly what we saw last week, Sam. This Arrows team has showed up ready to play.
That was number 17, Tyler Reed. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you've got two plays, two different guys carrying the ball for the Arrows, or excuse me, for the Titans. And, boy, that defensive line is playing aggressive tonight, too, aren't they?
The whole team looks like they're faster. They're flying around. We'll see. We talked about it. Now this is one of those downs where T has to drop back and pass here. We'll see what they come up with.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Arrows defense, this is exactly what you want. You want T in third and long. T doesn't like to be in this third and long and in this passing situation. We'll see what they do here.
Try to get the Arrows to jump there and get 5 free ones.
Yep, they're going to be dropped back to pass, going deep. Oh!
Briggs is trying to get on that highlight reel back to back.
I tell you what, man, it is so nice having Briggs back out on the defense as a corner. I mean, he does a really good job out there. I'd like to see a replay of that if we could. I thought maybe he had an opportunity to pick it off. Maybe we can get it here after the punt.
I'm glad. I like watching Brody Randall. I want to see him return this punt. There's no way he's not catching this ball or returning it in some way, shape, or form.
Did you say Brody Randall or Darren Sproles?
Looks the same. He wants to go with that ball right now. Look at him.
Yeah, well, good bounce for the Arrows. The Arrows are going to have great field coverage here, great field position here at about the 40.
He's a fun guy to have on punt return. Maybe the coaches their anxiety might go up a little bit when he's back there. Well, he wants to catch every one of them.
His uncle, Travis Rocky, texted me yesterday, and he said the kid's a wrestler. He's fearless.
He don't care if he gets drilled right when he catches the ball. He wants to get his touches in the game.
But as a special teams guy, you got to be a little bit psycho, don't you?
Gosh, it looks
like have a little crazy in you.
A little crazy in you to be that guy back there on an island just catching balls. The guy's teeing off on you.
You got to have a little bit of crazy in you if you want to be back on special teams.
Look at him. He's walking around kicking the dirt. He wants to catch all those.
Arrows are going to take over at about the 40-yard line, up 6-0 with just 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Obviously really early here, but Arrows can get sustain a drive here and score some points. They're in good shape. There's that play.
Oh, man. Winch is wide open.
Winch is wide open on the... Oh! Oh! No! There, we talked about the play action at the beginning of the game. It was dialed up to perfection.
He couldn't have handed it to him in better spots. I think
Himrick put it on a dot. Oh, man.
Yeah, I think that's one of those times where you're almost too wide open.
Completely. I mean, that's 6 all day.
He looked like the punt return. I mean, there was literally no one around him. So, thankfully, just first down. Get those jitters out here and get back in and make another big play.
I love the play call.
Yeah,
I love the design. I love the execution. Did everything, but
snag it.
Yep. Well, if you're the Arrows, though, I mean, that gives you a lot of hope in what we got going on here.
Got Briggs at quarterback, giving Winches the ball back.
Hey, Winches is going.
He'll make up for it.
He makes up for it. Down to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Nobody's stopping that young man. Touchdown, Arrows.
I guess he didn't want a receiving touchdown. He'd rather have a rushing one.
You know what? That's what a senior leader does, right?
Oh.
I mean, it's called the resiliency of a senior-laden team and the captain.
What a statement these Arrows have made coming out here so far.
Wow.
Basically haven't been touched where they have the ball in their hands. So this has been even a bit of a surprise for me. I'm expecting a little bit to be a little bit closer, but Watertown's coming out swinging.
Man, oh man, look at this hole that he runs through. Great job to cut up. Everybody, you got hat on hat, and then Winches does the rest. Wow.
Let's see if we can get an extra point here. They're going for 2.
They're going for 2. Extra point. Fossum's going to be the lone tailback here behind Himrick, as Himrick's going to be under center. Olsen to Himrick's left. Wenches is there too, to the right here. They're going to go to Wenches on...
Nice tackle, Sam Wordle.
Yeah, geez, that's a great tackle.
Great form tackle.
Arrows are having a hard time executing 1 and 2, but man, they're doing a good job of executing 6, Tyson.
Yeah, it's really, when they've touched the ball, they have just been explosive so far tonight. And on defense, they've been just as good.
Man,
you couldn't have drawn up better if you were Coach Hordorf, offensively and defensively.
I tell you what, Wenches, I mean, we don't talk about like field vision a whole lot, but Wenches was one cut there. And then he saw that hole. And again, I hate to be repetitive, but you could drive a Mack truck through that hole.
I think he thought once he dropped that one, he had to go to Coach Hordorf and say, hey, give me the ball, I'll go score, I'll make up for that. So one way or another, he was getting in the end zone on that next play.
Wow. Hey, whatever the statement was, whatever the message was from Coach Hordorf to this Aero football team, so far, it's working.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear, yes. A lot of football game left, 12-0, 9 minutes, or just about 10 minutes left in the first quarter here. Arrows are going to have to figure out their extra points. And
yeah, it might not hurt them so much tonight, it looks like, but that will catch up with them if they can't get that figured out.
Arrows kicking off. Great kick. Great kick there by number 21 for the Arrows, and that's Riley Fisher. And we can see, I mean, we've already seen how important that can be. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, kick it out of the end zone. Don't give them an opportunity to even run it back.
Absolutely. That's been T's best play tonight, is their kick return. So.
Jeez. Did you have this on your bingo card, Tyson?
I did not. I didn't. I was expecting 18 to 12, kind of knock them out, drag them out kind of night by both teams.
We'll see how T's offense answers here. And they're going to run here. We saw this play earlier to number 14. And this time he's going to pick up a few. And for the 14 for the Titans, that's Cole McKinney again.
Jeremiah Schulte, tackling machine. Schulte.
Hey, Mr. Everything.
Yeah.
Mr. Everything, Jeremiah Schulte.
Everything and everywhere.
I think if we're talking about Jeremiah Schulte, I think for now on we have to call him All-State Jeremiah Schulte.
I can live with that.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 for T as they're in more of a traditional. They'll bring McKinney into that wing. Ball's going to go right up the middle, and that's trouble too. Arrows do a good job of chasing him down. Schulte is there, chasing him down from behind. It looked like that was Fossum. Pickin was in on that.
As you can see, they're not going to abandon their game plan yet. I know it's 12-0 they're down, but they're going to hammer and pound that ball all night.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, you know what? At 12-0, T got punched in the face, but you know they're not 4-2 for nothing. I mean, this is a strong physical team, and they're not going to abandon their game plan.
No, they're gonna be hanging around this game. It's just an unfortunate start for them, but this will end up being probably a close final score still.
Yeah, absolutely. Buckle in. We're in for an exciting one here.
There's that option.
There's that option that we talked about. I think if he pitched it there, you may have a better chance because, you know, if I'm the quarterback, number 1 for T, Dashel Lowry, the last thing that I want to do is run into Micah Hawk, Jaden Lambert, and Spencer Wenches.
Yeah, I think he definitely had his fake right away at the start there, but right there you got to pitch that ball. He's got a good angle on it and everything.
Yeah, for sure. And good job from Fossum taking off that lead run.
Yeah, Schulte was in a good spot too on the pitch, but that is probably a ball that's got to be pitched. His coach telling him that on the sideline.
Yeah, I don't disagree at all. And instead of being, you know, a 3rd and a 2nd and 4, 6, right around there ish, you know, now you're going back to 2nd and 10. They're going to bring Whirl in a little tight. This time the handoff is going to go, close there. Yeah, are we going to get a block in the back there, Tyson?
I thought so.
I saw him put his hands up, but I didn't see him extend.
He didn't hit him real hard, but we just have such a good view at it. It looked like a block in the back. We'll see what he says here. They are going to send him back.
Yeah, and I thought he got, but, you know, you put your hands out like that, and then your hands immediately go up. I mean, that's...
They're going to call holding. Must have been a different one had it.
They call holding and not the block in the back? Let's see here.
Holding on the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, 2nd down.
Okay, so we got a holding, got a block in the back.
That's always an interesting one for me, Sam. With a team that does not like throwing the ball, you know, do you consider declining it and making it 3rd and 11, or do you push them back? It's always just one philosophy versus another.
Sure.
You know, but back this team up. Why not? Defense is playing great.
T's already ready to go with their next play here. They're going to play action here, do a little bubble screen on the outside. This time that pass is complete to number 18, and that's Caleb Kuhert.
It's going to end up being 3rd and 10 anyway. It's crazy how it all works itself out.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to bring up the 3rd and 10, right at the sticks. And if you're T, I mean, you can still run here.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to pick up at least 7, if not 8, to consider really probably being in 4-down territory. But
I really don't think at this point you're in 4-down territory.
No,
unless you're 4th and short.
I think they're throwing the ball here again.
4th and inches. Maybe got a false start there.
Yeah,
he was leaning.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's going to be an incomplete pass anyway. It's going to bring up 4th and 10 on the 41, and I do believe that T will be punting here.
Yeah, Woodle got away with a little bit of a lean there, but it all worked out for the Arrows, 4th and 10.
I've seen a lot of that, and I feel like that the high school officials are letting that lean.
Yeah,
I think they're letting players get away with that.
We've noticed over the year, you can't call it probably every single time, keep the flow of the game going, but
punt comes in, and Darren Sproles is going to let this one go. And
that's out of character for him.
I do believe we're going to take a live look here at the Brookings-Yankton game. So Yankton's up 7-0 right now.
How about this technology, Sam?
Not bad, huh? Aero TV brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union, and DFS is just kind of bringing it.
It just gets a little better every week, and it's no thanks to you and I. Mr. Remmers is just a mastermind over there. I don't even know how you could do that.
Gosh. ESPN, you know.
You know what I'm saying? You tell them how they do that. I know you understand it.
No. I have no idea. Serena says better announcers than ESPN. She must be talking about you.
Talking about Greg Olson, probably. No Aikman and Buck. Maybe Greg Olson.
Well, that's the Fox crew, so
we'll get into that later.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so now let's go back to football. There's 6.5 minutes left. Arrows are up 12-0 so far. I mean, it's been 2 punches, 2 knockouts.
Yeah, they did pick up 1 first down there, but this defense is playing strong. We'll see if they're going to go right back to creating some more fireworks here.
We got a timeout here for the Arrows. Arrows are going to take a 30-second timeout. We're going to join them. This timeout brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. Okay, we are back. So the Arrows on offense have had 2 plays, 2 perfect plays. I mean, the execution wasn't perfect, but the design was perfect on the drop touchdown by Wenches. But then on the next one,
touchdown. Yeah, we joked on the commercial break. Hodorf didn't think he was going to score there, so he called him out to get a scoring play in quick. So it's been one of those nights for the Arrows so far. Had something they didn't probably like there so much, but come back out to it. We got Fossum in the backfield here. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, Fossum to Hemrick's left. And then Cole Hansen and Pitkin here to the right, and Briggs and that's Olsen to the left. It's going to be Fossum for a couple there.
Briggs came around and got it in the back.
Was that Briggs that held that? I'm sorry.
He turned probably a 3-yard loss into a 0-yard gain.
Yeah, that's the difference in 17 years of eyesight there.
That's okay.
14, 15, however much older I am than you.
That means it's creative when you can't see it from this good bird's eye view. This is the good end of the field for us.
So that's a loss of 1. It's the first thing that the Arrows have done tonight that really hasn't
really popped.
Yeah. It's been an exciting start to the game if you're a Watertown Arrow fan. Hemrick's going to play action, roll to his left, going to go to the long way, find Mitch Olsen. He's going to convert that for an Arrows first down. Whoa! Yeah, there they are. Boy, there was a little pushing there on the T sideline. That came in awfully late.
Little bit of frustration, Sam.
Yeah. You'll see that the flags tonight aren't yellow. Instead, they are pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You also see that on the bottom right for our scorebug too. You see that pink flag thrown there, and it's got to be a unnecessary roughness, late hit, whatever you want to call it. We'll see let's turn it over here to the ref.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. First down.
You know, I don't. We'll see this one more time here, Tom. I don't think the penalty was needed when he got tackled so much, and I thought that was a little close, which got the ref's attention, but definitely he got to the side, and a different guy just got knocked over.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't on the tackle. It was, and I think we missed the replay, but it definitely wasn't on the tackle.
Right.
It was after the play was over. I mean, it was completely dead.
The tackle was a little late. He
I was
got
okay
shoved.
with the tackle.
I was
okay
too.
with the tackle.
But you got the ref's attention up, and then it was just obvious at that point.
Yeah, and I think the shove came as Fossum loses a yard here on the carry. I think the shove came from somebody that on the sideline. Like that wasn't even involved in the play. I could be wrong,
not quite
but
see. Nice tackle there by Hayden, by Alice.
Did you get that one right?
I don't know. I'm just not even going to look at the chat. Just going to stay back here in my corner, and hopefully I got avoided. Number 56 with a great tackle. Great form tackle.
Can't go wrong with that as the Arrows go 2nd and 12 here after a 2-yard loss from Fossum. Wenches is the lone backfield here. He's going to stay in and block. He's going deep. He's got Briggs down the right sideline. This time he connects. Briggs is going to go all the way down to the 5-yard line, and he's going to get up and signal first down.
We talked about it, Sam. This man-to-man coverage, Watertown has the receivers to run with these guys and make some big plays, and we're seeing it here so far.
Yeah, I mean, if you're T and you've got all these guys in the box, I mean, you got to start getting some safety help. We're going to see the replay here brought to you by DFS Insurance. If we can maybe get that one dialed up. Maybe see if we can come back to it here after.
Here it comes.
Yeah, here we go.
Man-to-man coverage.
You watch Briggs here.
Out and up.
Little rub route there. Olsen does a good job of avoiding any kind of contact to avoid the pass interference. Great play, great design. So they're going to hand off to Fossum here. Arrow's having a hard time moving the ball on the ground with Fossum. See, that may be a little late there. They're going to let it go.
Like I said, it's close. It's raising some concern. So when it happens later, you're going to see a flag on that. But again, this is what I was kind of hopeful to see. If T is going to pack the box like that, you're going to have to throw the ball. A lot of Watertown's big first downs tonight have came off the pass.
You know, we have talked about the Dakota Land Player of the Game a lot, and we've talked about a lot of different guys. Hemrick is making his case tonight.
Oh yeah, I said if Briggs wouldn't have that long kickoff taken back, Hemrick would be, I think, in a great position to win tonight, just based on this man-to-man coverage they're going to run. But Briggs has got something to say about it right now.
Yeah, I mean, Hemrick's going to be a big part of this win if the Arrows are going to continue to have the success that they're having as he chops back to pass. He's got some time. Look, T's looking for holding. They're not going to get it, and Pitkin goes right through his hands. Hemrick put it right on him. Just a beautiful ball from Hemrick that he rolled out to his right.
Yeah, I think there's like a group bet going on.
We got a pink flag down here. Are we going to get a holding here on the left tackle of the Arrows?
Must be way back there. Jeez.
Holding on the offense.
Yeah.
It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay 2nd down.
Now I'm glad Pitkin dropped it.
Yeah.
It's so much worse.
Now the drop doesn't happen here. Take a look at the left tackle here for the Arrows. You're going to see the hold right there.
That's a bad one.
Yeah, you see the hold right there.
Pitkin did us all a favor there. We'll take that.
Yeah, doesn't sting as bad.
Yeah, get the drop out of your system anyway, and now we're back at it.
As we found out, it worked okay for Wenches.
Right. Get your 2nd down back. 2nd 18 here.
Fossum's going to be the lone back to Hemrick's left. That's Wenches. And Wenches, we might have an injury there. That might be a shoulder on T. Is that?
I think that was 14.
Is that 14 or 17? He went immediately to his shoulder.
Man, they tackle well.
God, they really do. I hope that young man's okay. He went to his shoulder immediately.
They're helping him up.
Yeah, we missed that.
It's Wordle. He does have the shoulder brace on.
Yeah, that's Wordle. What a phenomenal tackle by that young man on a Wenches who's very hard to bring down.
I will guarantee he's back in this game soon. It's a bad shoulder. It hurts. He's wearing that brace. it probably hurts really, really bad.
Oh yeah, shoulder injuries they're tough.
But he's going to be back in there.
I tell you what, I've had a shoulder surgery. I know what that's like. And, you know, you stand up, sit down, you fight, that shoulder hurts, and this kid's out here tackling people with a bum shoulder. Tough kid.
Give him a minute or two, and he'll be back in there.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 18 as the Arrows are playing behind the sticks. Hemrick's going to roll to his right. He's got great blocking. He's waiting, might go high here. He's in! The back of the, oh no! They're saying that he was out of bounds.
Gosh.
You got 2 refs right on that, but boy, oh boy, hopefully we can get a good look at that one. It looked good from up here. They've got much better angle than we do.
Here comes the replay.
All right, we got the replay here. Great job by Hemrick rolling. Gives Olsen an opportunity to go get it.
I don't think he's in, Sam.
Tyson says no. I say it's close.
We're going to see here.
All right, we're going to bring it back here. We got a great replay here. Great view of this here, right in the corner. Replay brought to you by DFS Insurance.
It's close.
It's close. Arrows are going to kick a field goal here. This one is up, and it looks like it's wide left.
No offsides, huh?
Kick is off to the left.
No offsides.
Man, that was a really good catch, really good throw-in catch. I think he just missed dragging his feet by just not even, maybe if he wears size 12, if he wears size 11, he's in there.
Oh, maybe 11 and a half.
What a replay, though.
Oh, that's close.
Right? What a replay.
Great replay. Great replay. Catching up on chat here. Scott Bindy says, hey, Mooney, it's a B loss. Scott Bindy, always good to hear from you, my friend. Jay does not like us. He says terrible announcer, so we apologize for that. We'll try to get better, Jay. T picks up enough for a first down. Serena out there, nobody's forcing you to watch Arrow TV. There's a little spat going on, guys. Let's try to keep it PG here in the chat there, folks. Jay, we'll try to do better for you, man. We're doing our best. So it's going to be first down here for T. Just about 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Arrows lead 12-0. We'll see that I formation. This time they're going to get out of the wing. Wordle is not in there, correct? Go right up the middle there, right into the heart of that Arrows defense.
Lambert with a tackle. He is running down
I think
the
Lambert
sideline.
slowed him down, and Micah was in there, and looks like Cooper Ketwig was in there as well.
No, I gotta
we have
look
eyes
here.
on Wordle anywhere?
I gotta look and see. Or he's actually walking off over there on the side of the field, isn't he? I bet that's
Is that him at the 30? Yeah, looks like
there's a guy in front of him. I can't see that number.
Looks like a trainer on each side of him.
That would be a huge loss
big
for
loss,
T.
Yeah. Split backs this time for T in 2nd and 7. High snap. It gets a good job of corralling that and getting it handoff. Good job of running there by T's number 17, and that's Tyler Reed.
We're going to get a replay here from that flag from a few plays ago. Watertown's holding by the left tackle.
Yeah, this is touchdown, or excuse me, the third down play here in the end. Oh, it's right there. It's right there. That's so close. But you know what? The referees have got a much better angle than we do.
Yeah,
I mean, we see it close. We have the advantages of slowing it down,
right?
And you know they gotta do it on the fly. Now, if you're T, this is what you want. You want 3rd and short, 3rd and 3. This is 3rd and very manageable for them. They're gonna hand off here. They're gonna option. He keeps it.
Oh man!
And it gets stuffed by Wenches in the backfield. What a great individual performance there by number 22, Spencer Wenches. And if your T is Dashel Lowry, he held on to that as long as he possibly could.
I thought that was a great read by him. I thought he was going to sneak out and get around, and Spencer Wenches comes flying out of nowhere to make that play in the backfield.
Yeah, T did a great job of holding on to it, and he held on to that as long as he possibly could, and Wenches just made a great play.
All right, Brody Randall.
A short punt. It's going to come to the sideline, right, go out of bounds. Right over by the talented Mr. Schmitty for the Arrows.
Let's see if he gets the toss in here. Still got it.
All right, 34 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been an exciting action-packed quarter of football, especially if you're a Watertown Arrows fan.
Yeah, and they've left a little skin on the bones here too. Now they've had a few plays they haven't capitalized on, a couple drops, missed a field goal, so plenty of things they got to clean up yet. But overall, Coach Horliff has to be pretty pleased with the way this game has started.
The beautiful and talented Jenny Berg chimes in. She says, "Love your commentary. Way to go, Arrow TV. Watching from Rapid after state girls tennis. Go Arrows." So she's all the way in Rapid, and good luck to the Arrow tennis team as they're.
When do they play?
I'm assuming they played today.
Best of luck to them if they.
Or maybe they finished today. Boy, Olsen looked good tonight. Himrich's looking good tonight. It's clear that the Arrows are going to come out passing the ball.
Yeah, same play they ran earlier to Mitch Olsen, about the same spot.
Yeah, and now you're working in front of the sticks, and that was a problem for the Arrows last week because they had a lot of 2nd and 12 and 3rd and 14 and 3rd and 15 and
yeah, a little bit more play action we saw last week too, and it's clearly been to the Arrows' advantage. They've really hit some nice plays off that. Even some of them they've dropped, they've been open on, and so nice to see that kind of incorporated back a little bit more for the Arrows.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 3 here in a traditional I formation for the Arrows. Going to hand off to the lead back. That's Wenches. He's going to spin off of a couple, drag a couple. That looks like Spencer Wenches of old as he drags a couple guys for a first down.
Gets hit in the backfield and turns into a 4-yard gain for a first down.
Falls forward. Nice job by Spencer Wenches there. It's going to bring up, I'm not sure if we probably won't get another play in here, but I'm told that
they're not going to call him.
Told that the Arrows finished, the Arrows tennis team finished 4th, so congratulations.
Yeah, shout out to them. It's a big deal.
So at the end of the first quarter, the Arrows are going to go away with a 12-0 lead, and if you're the Arrows, an Arrows fan, you got a lot to be excited about, Tyson.
Couldn't agree more.
We're going to stay here as opposed to taking a break because I feel like that there's a lot to talk about.
Okay.
If you're the Arrows offense, your play action is working really well, and your run game, I mean, your run game hasn't been great outside of the Wenches run.
Yep.
The Wenches one was great, but let's recap some stats for us here real quick.
What do we got? Spencer Wenches with a 61-yard carry, obviously missed that 4-yard carry. Yeah, the run game hasn't been fantastic, but it's complemented the passing game well.
Is this an example of the run game setting up the passing game because you have to respect the run, right?
Yeah, I think it's for
sure. And if you can hear us, if you're with us right now, I know that we're having a hard time with some video. We're working through that. We promise to get that back up and operational just as soon as possible, but looks like we're on a Wi-Fi hotspot right now, like with the cell phone, so just kind of experience some technical difficulties, so just ask that you be patient with us here. Hemrich's going to drop back and pass. He's got a nice pocket here. Got to look out behind, and he's going to take a second sack, and this time he gets tackled from behind and driven into the ground.
Well, there's another penalty.
Yeah, there's a flag here.
Probably going to decline that one.
Yeah, I would think. I mean, that's kind of in the area of holding there, isn't it, Tyson?
Yeah, it's unless it's something crazy, that's a hold.
Arrows punt team's coming on.
Looks like they know it.
Yeah.
Holding on the offense. Penalties decline. Result is 4th down.
Yeah. Holding on the Arrows. It's going to bring up a 4th and forever, and the Arrows are going to have to punt.
Now a couple drops, a couple penalties, a missed field goal by the Arrows, and the momentum hasn't exactly switched over, but all the momentum Watertown had is certainly gone.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get a 4th and 29, I mean, that's... See if... and then you got a blocked punt.
Pick it up and run, Wenches.
And Wenches is going to pick it up and get tackled here at about the 8th. That's going to bring up a 1st and goal for T area Titans.
You could see that coming from 4 or 5 steps away too.
Yeah. So last week we saw it from the Arrows on the goal line. They stiffened up twice.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see if they can do it again. But if you're T, you're pretty excited about the last few plays here.
Yeah, with Wardle out of this game as of right now, the way it looks, all they got to do is just kind of hang in there and be tight.
It's going to bring up 1st and goal here. and they're going to hand off. This time it's to number 14 for T, and he's going to be met by a slew of arrows, and he's going to be short. Number 14 is Cole McKinney. We've called his name multiple times. It appears that we got our technical difficulties taken care of. We had some issues with the internet, but we seem to be okay. We're running off of a hotspot right now, so I apologize for the inconvenience, and we appreciate the grace and everybody coming back and watching the stream. Second and goal from the 9 for T after the blocked punt.
If you are T, obviously, this got to feel like 4 downs all the way. You're going to have to score here, especially said if your best player is out of this game.
Yeah, it's a big loss here. This time T's going to look to pass. They're going to go on that screen. It's going to be picked off by your Watertown Arrows. That's going to be, is that Fossum or is that Witches?
Is it 17?
Is it Pitkin? It's definitely not Fossum. He's over here by us.
17.
It's going to be Marcus Pitkin with the INT. What a massive play for the Arrows defense.
Right place in the right time. Bounced off a guy's hands and falls right into his. If he's able to get out of that tackle, he probably takes that one back, Sam.
You know what? I'm sure he's okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's A-okay. I mean, that's a huge swing of momentum.
The Arrows will take that ball back for sure.
Hey, we've been saying it for the last couple of weeks. What's the only thing better than a turnover?
Scoring off it.
Points off of a turnover. That's right. If they can capitalize on this, they're in good shape. Steve Pickerel says, doing great, Sam. Arrow TV is great for old duffers like me who can't bear the cold weather anymore. Steve Pickerel, appreciate you, sir. Good to hear from you. I'm glad you, hope you and your family are doing well.
I see a few more coats out there tonight.
It is a little chilly, but it's all right. Fossum patiently is finding a hole, and he falls forward for a gain of close to 5 there, right?
Yeah, has Decker got many carries tonight, Sam?
Yeah, we haven't seen Malik yet, have we?
I don't know if he got one or not.
I don't know if we've seen it.
No, none yet.
I haven't seen much from Malik. Speaking of Watertown legends, Adam Stemwell walks right in front of us here. Going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Arrows on the 29-yard line with just at 9 minutes left to go in the second quarter here. Arrows trying to capitalize off of the Marcus Pitkin interception. Back to the traditional I here with Wenches in front and Fossum in the back. Pitkin's going to go to Wenches. T's doing a really good job here. I mean, T's stiffened up.
Yeah, their run game has been really, outside of one play, their run defense has been good all night.
Yeah, for sure. Briggs is going to come in. Pitkin's going to check out. Yeah, no, and you're absolutely right. Outside of that long run by Wenches, the T area defense, run defense has been great.
Yeah, I think Watertown will have to get back to more of those crossing routes, that play action game. But right now you're still in a spot here where you can run the ball and possibly get going for it on 4th down.
3rd and 4 here. Maybe you see something over the middle, like maybe you can get a mesh route over the middle. We'll see what the Arrows have dialed up here. Himmick drops back to pass. Got to throw it now. Got to throw it now. Got to throw it now. He does go over the middle. This time it's for Cole Hansen, and he makes a fantastic catch.
Yeah, way to hold on to that one. That's a huge play to get.
You know what? Himmick showed off his arm strength there as he threw a dart over the middle, and a great play by T too. Hit him right on contact, and just a strong catch by Cole Hansen.
And near the confidence to hang in here. You feel a defender coming, steps in, makes a good throw, and gets drilled.
Yes.
But delivers a great ball.
That might be the best throw that young Trayton Himrick has made all year. That throw stood in the pocket, knew he was going to get hit, and rifled it in there.
If you don't get that first down, you're for sure punting with not picking up any yards. That is a huge play for the Arrows.
Absolutely. Great play and a great catch by Cole Hansen.
Here comes...
And Marcus Fossum runs up the middle here for a couple. We don't see Cole Hansen catch the ball a whole lot. When we call Cole's name, it's usually when he's catching the ball, it's usually on defense.
He's out there on offense too.
Yeah, that was a tough catch.
That's the way you get your quarterback to throw the ball a little bit more often, because he is out there a lot. He's running a lot of routes, but the way and he's saying, I'm not dropping any passes. Man, go throw me the ball a little bit more often. I'll reward you for it.
Speaking of number 30, Malik Decker, he is checked in now for the Arrows, and he is in there in the backfield. I was behind Spencer Wenches.
I was keeping an eye on Hunter Peterson at tight end. I always think he's going to pop off and do something crazy for the Arrows.
We're going to do
He's
a
in the
play
block
action
now.
here. Great play action. Not
Go,
much down
go,
there. Just
go,
take off.
go.
Take off, young man. Take off, young man. There you go. Get out of bounds.
First
Get the first down. Nice job.
There's
Nice
a
job
lot
by
of real
Hemrick
estate in
there.
front of him when he got out there.
I tell you what, Hemrick's got a sneaky little play action there. He does a good job of putting that ball right in the belly.
I wanted to see him take off a few more times and stretch those legs. That was a great time to do it, and another first down for the Arrows.
Yeah, great play action there. Puts the ball right in the belly of that was Malik, right? On the play action. Yep. Rolls out to his left, sees an opening, gets the first down, gets himself out of bounds, stays protected. Great job.
Yeah, that T defense keeps selling out against this run. That was a great play.
And look
a little
at
bit
here.
more of it.
Look at here. I mean, they're all in the box there. So this time they're going to run a sweep. This time to Fossum. He's going to take a step, cut forward inside and pick up a few more, 4 or 5 yards there. But yeah, I mean, if you're T, look at T. I mean, they're all in there. They're selling out on that run.
Yeah, play action is going to continue to be big the rest of tonight. Some more of that short passing game. But again, if you're the Arrows, they are probably a little concerned they're not getting this run game going quite the way we're accustomed to seeing, quite the way they're accustomed to doing. But they are going to stick to it. It's their bread and butter, and it's what they love to do.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 8. I was a little off on my 3 or 4 there. 2nd and 8 here, 6 minutes left. T is, again, I mean, they're staying in there stacked. They're going to drop number 4 here back in coverage a little bit. I think we're going to get a false start here on the Arrows.
Hit ball start on the offense, number 3. It's a 5-yard penalty. Second down.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 13, and we talked about this earlier. I mean, it's really important to stay in front of the sticks.
Yeah, Watertown's offense was not successful, like a lot of offense when you get behind them. This offense is definitely built to run the ball downhill, play in front of the sticks. So we'll get to see a little bit more passing here this drive, possibly. See what they dial up on 2nd and 13 first.
Briggs checks out. Malik Decker back in. Olsen and Pitkin to Hemrick's right. Decker now to the left. Peterson and Wenches also to the left.
Wenches hiding in there.
Could be another play action. Hemrick's rolls out, does a good job of getting away from a couple. It doesn't matter, it's coming back. I think we're going to get another holding here as Hemrick was trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage. I believe the 2nd and 15 is going to turn into 2nd and 25 real quick.
I think you are right, Sam. You got a replay here coming of it?
Yeah, right at the tail end there. But yeah, I believe that's going to be a holding on purple.
Holding on the offense, number 78. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
You know, in most cases, 2nd and 23 is kind of a dagger for most teams. I'm curious to see if T drops a few guys back, they're going to come up and play some, again, a little bit of that press man that we've kind of seen them play. You got a couple chances to take a couple shots here and get 10, 15 yards back at a time.
Yeah, I don't disagree, and you're also in a good spot of the field here, too, and this time the Arrows are going to spread them out here.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got doubles on both sides, and that safety can only go one way.
Could be that delayed draw that we've seen a little bit here.
Yep.
There it is. Yep, there's that delayed draw, and I don't know if the intention there is just to kind of pick up a couple and put yourself in a position to have a 3rd and manageable. But you're going to pick up a couple of yards there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and forever.
Now I think they're going to throw it, Sam.
Yeah, for sure. But what I would really like to see here is maybe challenge these one-on-one corners here that are kind of playing off and see if you can get Briggs or Olsen or, even Pitkin. Pitkin's got some good size. Throw up a 50-50 ball, see what happens. Worst case scenario, it gets picked off. You get a tackle right away. You're down at the 20-ish, 10 even. We'll see what kind of arm Hemrick's got.
Yeah, Briggs is in the slot here. I'm surprised that, now they got more of a cover 2 look.
Hemrick's got some time, launches back, throws it down to the right side, looking for Briggs. Got nothing.
Lands out of bounds.
So that was a very good drive that just got thwarted by penalties.
Yeah, and it hurt the Arrows in the most important drives last week, and it's really, since those first couple, it's been a thorn in their side tonight as well.
Yeah, I mean, anytime that you're playing behind the sticks.
Sideline warning on T. Result of the play is 4th down.
And now you have to worry really about the punt. I mean, that's been one of T's best plays tonight is blocking your punt. So you got to get that off here.
So I'm not real sure what the sideline warning was on. I mean, it was on tee.
Probably a few guys celebrating, making a punt, and
Maybe
it happens.
Maybe some colorful language.
You got 2 guys in the back there to return for tee, so make sure nothing creative happens back there.
Wench is back to punt. This one gets off cleanly.
That's better.
It's going to be fielded at the 30 on a fair catch by T. T's going to take over 1st and 10 at the 30. We're going to take a quick timeout, this time brought to you by DFS Insurance.
Take over 1st and 10.
This is Nathan Lamb, class of 98, member of the 1996 state championship football team, and you're watching Watertown football on Arrow TV.
Nice to see Lambo out there.
Always good to see him. He's probably busy tonight. I don't think Dubrook has the bye.
Nope. I don't think so either. Sweep here by T. Number 13 for T does a good job here, and that is Dawson Elmers. Does a good job of making a few guys miss and picks up a few yards.
Eimers.
Eimers?
It's dark in this booth some nights, Sam. I'll give you that.
I gotta be honest with you, man.
Looks like an L.
I'm still looking at it. That is an L to me all day. I'm gonna go with you.
I heard our new booth has lighting.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Curious to see.
2nd and 8 here. I formation, they're going to hand off and go right up the middle, and he's going to be tripped up from behind. He's going to be short of the first down there. No, Tyson?
3rd and 1, yeah.
Is that Micah
Somebody's,
down?
Yep.
Yeah, the forklift came and got him. He's okay.
That's better than
He's up.
the guy that tried to get help up last week, right?
I think, yeah. Yeah. I hope that young man's okay. Colgan, I think they're something from Spearfish.
I hope those girls that tried to help.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hope the girls are okay because, woof.
They didn't help. They didn't help as much as they'd like to. They're gonna call timeout.
Timeout. T area.
Get Micah Hawk back on the field for this 3rd and 1.
Well, that timeout was by T.
Oh,
so that behooves the Arrows for sure.
We'll take it. I guess we'll take it.
Absolutely.
Send Micah Hawk back out there if we can.
Are we at 3rd and short here from the 39-yard line? And if you're in T, I mean, like I said, this is kind of right where you want to be. We got a live look in here of Spearfish and Douglas as Spearfish is kind of putting it to them 48-0. Arrow TV, it just keeps improving, getting better and better.
I thought we had Douglas next week, but it's Sturgis we got next week. We beat Douglas 2 weeks ago, correct, Sam?
Yep. We went out to Douglas and took care of business out there, and now it looks like Spearfish. And now we're back with Yankton and Brookings, and it looks like Yankton's up on the number 1 rated Brookings.
What a year for AA. It's just a hodgepodge of 4 or 5 really good teams at the top of AA this year, Sam. Kind of everybody beating up on everybody.
Yeah, well, you know what? I mean, it's really up in the air. It's a fun year of high school football in the state of South Dakota.
Football's a matchups game, and sometimes it just
and you know what?
Depends.
If you're any one of these Class AA schools, like for the first time in 7 years, you feel like maybe you got a shot. But Pierce, 7-time defending state champions, they got something to say about it.
Absolutely.
The 3rd and 1 here for T. They're going to hand off, and he is going to be met right at the first down marker. I think he did get it too.
Your Mike Hawk's coming back in now. Yeah, if you're T though, I'll tell you the first minute and a half of this game, you got to be pretty thrilled with how it's went. I mean, obviously you'd like to score some points, but it's really just been kind of a shock to your system. And after that, it's been deadlocked. You know, really at 0 apiece after the first minute and a half.
Yeah, and I want to remind everybody as there's 3 minutes left here to stick around for halftime as the Arrows are going to honor their state championship golf team, and we're going to have Ty Leonard see if he can wedge one out from 50 yards. 1st and 10 here, high snap. They're going to roll out to his left. He's got a guy down the left sideline. Briggs turns his head around, but just overthrown there, and it's going to be an incomplete pass.
Good defense by the Arrows.
T has not been able to move the ball through the air very well.
I think they've had, 3 pass plays-ish so far, roughly somewhere in there.
Well, take a look at the stats there. Scroll down a skosh. Yeah, right there.
5. He's completed 1 pass. Well, 2 of them if you count the pick.
Yeah, and the one was screen. I mean, everything that they do is kind of short here. 2nd and 10, 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Arrows holding on to a 12-0 lead. T's going to drop back to pass again, this time going over the middle.
Oh, nice throw and catch.
Great throw and catch there. All hands catch by T's number 13, Dawson Eimers.
Correct. Yeah, nice throw and catch there by
for
T.
sure.
Trying to get something going here before the half.
Threw that ball into a little bit of traffic, but great read, great catch. Love those hand catches.
Yeah, it gets those chains moving for T.
Clock continues to run here. If you're the Arrows, I think you're okay. I mean, if you can go in with a 12-0 lead, you're pretty happy. T's going to stretch it out here a little bit with 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Running back to quarterback's left. They're going to pass again here. Going to go down the sideline on one-on-one coverage. And that one's
good defense again by Briggs.
Yeah, Briggs is having a good night. I'd love to see that one. That was a great ball by the quarterback there. I mean, he put it where only his wide receiver could catch it. Got a replay here brought to you by DFS. But I mean, I felt like that he put that ball where only his wide receiver could get it.
Briggs is just, step for step with the guy. Here we'll watch this again in replay. Right where we needed to be, get that ball on the ground.
Yeah, great play. Fortunate for the Arrows that one falls incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10. Still plenty of time for T to put some points on the ball before half. Oh, but not when Jaden Lambert and Marcus Fossum just blow that play up in the backfield.
Party in the backfield.
Wow.
Table for 2.
Good gravy. That was good job by the Arrows defense there.
And now I kind of was thinking they'd probably go for it on 4th down no matter what, and
maybe get a timeout here by the Arrows, see if you can get the ball back.
I think they are thinking there's a little bit of they would almost take a 12-0 lead into half right now. I think they're okay with letting that clock run. It looks like T is too.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 15 here. Arrows have 1 timeout left.
That crowd's coming to life right in front of us.
T has 2 timeouts left. T's going to go back into the shotgun here. They're going to hand off, and he might look to throw, and he does. He leans back, throws it up, and it's going to be ball incomplete. That flash that you see back there, that's the legendary Roger Merriam taking pictures for the Watertown Public Opinion. 1 of 1.
That'll be on the front of the newspaper tomorrow.
1 of 1 Roger Merriam back there getting great pictures.
He wanted to get an interception on camera, but 2 Arrows defenders kind of ran into each other right at the end. So now, again, you got a minute to go before they're going to punt here. I think the Arrows might just run this one out and take it into half, Sam.
See what kind of field position that they can get. And it's kind of shanked there, but that's going to take a
great bounce.
Yeah, and it's going to stay in bounds.
Oh, man.
Go all the way down to the 5.
Randall just loves being right there when that ball comes rolling in his feet.
That was a great punt by T. He got a favorable bounce and takes the Arrows all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I think Watertown might be content here to run it 3 times and maybe take this into the half. They got 2 timeouts that take them, so Watertown can run this one out.
Looks like Pierre is beating Sturgis. The Sturgis Scoopers.
I did not know that was there.
Is that accurate? The Sturgis.
I don't think our media crew would lead us astray. I think that is correct.
How about that? The Sturgis Scoopers.
I didn't know. I won't. No comment. Everything else must have been taken, huh?
First down for the Arrows as they play out of the dirt this time, and I think, they're just going to try to hold on to the ball here and not do anything silly, not turn it over. Great punt by T.
They're going to call a timeout. Yeah, I think they said Arrows are still going to probably run this.
Timeout, T area.
Yeah, timeout T.
Get a couple sweeps in here, burn a few extra seconds, but you'll be all right. Well, again, if you're Coach Hordorf, he might not be as thrilled as you would have expected going into halftime. Getting that quick early 12-0 lead. The defense has been great, sure. That offense just hasn't quite gotten moving the way they were hoping to.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that first drive, but I mean, they moved the ball well after the interception, but then penalties killed them.
And that'll make him just as angry as, not being able to converting those first downs into points. So we'll see what the message is at halftime. We'll see if the Arrows come out as fired up in the third quarter, if that's possible, as they did to start this ball game.
Yeah, and I think if you're the Arrows here, I mean, the important thing is T's only got one timeout left, so you can still run the ball. Just don't turn it over.
Yeah, don't run out of bounds. Make them roll that timeout.
Yep, and if you're Hodorf, I'm sure that's what he's telling them. Ball security, ball security, ball security.
And stay in bounds and ball security. You're exactly right.
Yep. See what the Arrows dial up here on 2nd and 8. Real tight formation here. And they're just going to hand off to, looks like, is that Wenches again? Right behind Big Carter Ingles.
Yep.
It's Fossum, sounds like.
Timeout, T area.
Carter Ingles comes up limping a little bit. Hopefully that young man's okay. He's a big part of this Arrows offense. T's going to call a timeout. That's going to be their last one. It's going to be 3rd and 3 for the Arrows. 37 seconds left. And I give you the Arrows. Hand off, right?
One more time. Yep. Say, if Wordle does not come back into this game, T is going to have a difficult time scoring. I don't think you have to do anything fancy here. I hate saying play it safe, but play it smart. Get to the half, 12-0, and lean on that defense the rest of the night. Keep a goose egg up on the board.
If anything that I've proven tonight is that I don't see very well, but I am not seeing number 11 on that T sideline.
I don't either.
And I hope that young man's okay because he's an awfully talented.
He is so much fun to watch.
Football player.
All the film I've watched, I've seen that brace on his shoulder, so I thought he'd maybe be able to come back in, but I'm sure that's bothering him, that shoulder.
Arrows more than content here. They're going to just take a knee. Ref is going to come in and blow that dead.
They have a false start. Some kind of snap infraction here.
They're
60. That's our center coming off.
Yeah, that number 64 for the Arrows is Andrew Dahl. That's the sophomore center.
Oh, that's what you don't like to see as a center switching at this point in the game when you got all those big bodies coming in there.
Checking in for the Arrows is 75, Kaysen Jensen.
He went to like left tackle even, or left guard. You can't see if that's a tight end beside
Arrows
him.
are in victory formation here. They're just going to take a knee. And then they'll let this one run down. Perfectly content going in at halftime, 12-0. All right, stick with us as we are going to honor the 2024 state champion Watertown Arrows golf team. And then we're going to see if state champion Ty Leonards can make a 50-yard pitch over the goal line.
Did anyone ever take me up on that offer? I still think he's going to drill it.
Somebody want to bet an ice cream cone with Tyson that he won't make it?
Case of Diet Mountain Dew or something? I don't know. We'll figure something out. Dairy Queen sounds pretty good always.
Little medium chocolate chip cookie dough blizzard. All right, Tyson, you're on your own for a little bit here. We're going to take a break, but don't go anywhere. Check it out. Cool halftime show. We'll see if state champ Ty Leonards can make a 50-yard wedge.
He's going to drill it.
I'm Trent Herrick, and you're watching Air Football on Aero TV. What's up, guys? I'm Trayton Hemrick, senior quarterback for the football team.
And I'm Mitch Olson, senior wide receiver and defensive back. Trayton, would you rather wear pants 3 sizes too big or shoes 3 sizes too small?
Ooh. I mean, probably the pants, because I'll be pretty comfy for the whole day. All right. Would you rather be a superhero or the world's best chef?
I'd rather be a superhero so I can go save the world. Who's your celebrity crush?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm going to have to go with Livy Dunn.
That's a good choice.
She's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
All right. For your movies, are you going with a rom-com or a horror movie?
Who am I with?
Let's say your girl.
Probably a horror movie.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Were able to hold out here for a one-shot victory.
with a two-day total of 569. Over the course of the season, the team won 7 of the 10 tournaments they entered. Caden Rylance and Jaden Solheim were named to the all-conference team by finishing in the top 15 at the ESD meet in Aberdeen. Rylance finished in the tie for 6th and Solheim in the tie for 13th. Team members and their finish at the state tournament: Max Demwittle tied for 27th, Jaden Solheim 26th, Jonathan Lake tied for 17th, Gabe Norberg tied for 14th, Caden Rylance tied for 7th, and your 2024 South Dakota Boys individual champion with a two-day score of 800 par, 136, and all tournament team member, Ty Leonard. At this time, the Watertown head coach Corey Neal will be presenting the team with their 2024 state championship medals. Would you please put your hands together one more time for the 2024 state AA boys golf champions, the Watertown Arrows. Congratulations. Also, the girls tennis team placed 4th in the state tennis tournament.
Yankton beat Brooklyn. Yep. At the half, 7-0.
All right, folks, we got state champion golfer Ty Leonard's with us. We're going to drop the ball right here at the 50-yard line. He's going to see if he can get it over the upright. If he hits it, he gets a shirt. If he doesn't, everybody here will see it. Good luck, young man.
Looks good from here. All right, the Watertown High School Student Council is sponsoring that football toss to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. They're set up right there on the 50-yard line. So those of you that have your footballs, you can get down by the railing or throw them from wherever you want to. Let's see, tell us when we're going to get started here. So first of all, we're just getting lined up. Who's going to give us the go-ahead, girls? Okay, tell us when. All right, whenever you're ready, boys and girls, toss your footballs. The one that's closest to the target is going to get half the proceeds. Thank you, boys and girls, for participating. We'll announce the winner later.
Spencer Wenches, and you're watching Aero Football on Aero TV.
I'm Alan.
I'm Hunter Nord. Would you rather be a genius, know everything, or have superhuman strength?
Superhuman strength, obviously. I can't, bro. Would you rather spend a week exploring a busy city or relaxing on a quiet beach?
Relaxing on a quiet beach. Do fish get thirsty?
I don't know. They live in water, so probably not. Your life is a video game. What cheat card are you using first?
Probably like invincibility. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No. Okay. It's in between two pieces of bread, but it's technically one bread.
Yes.
So it's technically a sandwich, but not.
It's not a sandwich, it's a hot dog.
A night out at a fancy restaurant or pizza and a movie at home.
Fancy restaurant.
Big back.
Hi, this is Mike, and you're watching Watertown Aero Football on Aero TV.
I'm Micah Hawk, and I'm a senior. I play on the offensive line and defensive line.
I'm Malik Decker, I'm a senior, and I'm a running back. Would you always rather smell like garlic or a wet dog?
Ooh. Probably garlic.
Okay.
Would you rather have a unibrow or no eyebrows at all?
No eyebrows. No eyebrows?
No eyebrows?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. All right. If you could make a new ice cream flavor, what would it be?
That's tough. Reese's Pieces, but they probably got that flavor.
They got a lot of ice cream flavors.
If you were famous, what would be your stage name?
Malik. It would be my name.
Just Malik?
Yeah, it'd be Malik.
All right.
That's my name. All right.
Go ahead, Sam. Bring us in whenever you're ready.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us in the booth, we have a very special guest. Squeezing in the booth. Tight squeeze here, but ladies and gentlemen, Spencer Wagey.
How we doing?
Good, brother. Happy to have you here. For those of you that don't know Spencer, I'm not sure where you've been. Watertown legend, went to NDSU, 4 years, right?
Ended up being 6.
6 years? Okay. How many national titles did you get in 6 years?
4.
4 national titles. Went on to play for the San Francisco 49ers. Went on to play for the Green Bay Packers for a little bit. Appreciate you joining us. Tell us about your experience from Watertown to the NFL.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's been an up and down journey. Always wanted to play after high school. Always had that dream of mine, and didn't know exactly where it would turn out or where it would take me, and was fortunate to have a good career for Watertown. It got me to college up at North Dakota State, and was fortunate to play up there for 6 good years and win a lot of football games, and then was able to go on to the professional level, and still trying to keep going at that level and hoping for another opportunity.
Tell us about your experience with the 49ers. What led to your departure from the 49ers and over to the Green Bay Packers?
Yeah, so after the Super Bowl got done, I signed a futures contract and was with them through the off-season program, and we were about a month into it, and I got called up to Lynch's office again, and I had a feeling it only meant one thing, when he wants to talk to you, and went up there and he told me they were going to release me. It came down to a numbers deal. They had to stay under 90, and the D-line was the deepest, and it's just how the dominoes fell for me, and so got released, went on waivers, and then the next day the Green Bay Packers called and claimed me off waivers, so then I was out to Green Bay.
Pretty fantastic, and what a lot of people don't know is you were part of that Super Bowl, right?
Yep. Yeah, no, we got to be on the sideline for it and everything.
Yeah, not a bad gig for a small-town Watertown kid.
No, not at all.
Talk about the culture of the Watertown Arrows, what they taught you, what they instilled in you to get you all the way to the NFL.
Yeah, you know, it was just that hard work, and as long as you put your head to it, anything can happen. I mean, there was a lot of games where, you know, score wasn't always in our favor in high school, but, you know, it was just never hang your head and pout about it. It was always do what you can to get back into games and, you know, to play your best ball. So that was just something that got instilled at a young age and carried me through today yet.
Thoughts on the 2024 Watertown Arrow High School football team?
They're looking really good so far. Very impressive. Been really happy to see Watertown having success again on the football field, and it's just been cool to see how good of a team they have this year.
Have you had any kind of conversations with Micah Hawk at all?
I've had a few with him. Great talent. I'm happy for him. He's going right now committed to go to SDSU, and you know, he's going to have a great career. He's great talent, and he's got a skill set that even I wish I had when I was in high school. So I think his future's bright for Micah.
The only guy that makes Micah Hawk look small.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it makes our booth look a little smaller too.
You know, I am not like this abnormally large big man by any means. I'm fat, I'm old, but you know, I'm 6 foot, like 210 pounds, and I'm just tucked away and basically in your armpit. Like, it's just a big dude.
It's funny you say that now, because before I got up here, remember you said that you wanted to arm wrestle him on this table, and now you haven't even brought that up since you've been in here. I don't know.
I tell you what, I am not looking forward to a fractured arm, elbow, none of that.
If there's a little bit more room in here, maybe you'd give it a shot, or what?
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not crazy enough to even go down that road.
We'll give him a pass this time.
Yeah, for sure. So anybody that's out there that's listening, Spencer, young kids down here in front of us, you know, what kind of inspiring words would you have for them as far as, you know, just because you're born in small town South Dakota doesn't mean that you can't reach your ultimate goal?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like I mentioned earlier. If, you know, your dream is go NFL, go college, you know, whatever it might be. I mean, as long as you have the mindset that that's what you want to go and you work towards getting there. I mean, it's one of those things, even if that doesn't end up happening, you're going to put yourself in a better spot for striving for those dreams that seem way out of reach. You're going to just naturally put yourself in a better spot in life. So as long as you keep working hard and stay at it, I mean, you're only going to be successful.
Spencer, appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming back to your home area. I see you doing a lot of cool things, going into schools, talking to people, sharing your experience. Watertown's proud of you, and we're glad that you're one of ours.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for having me up here too. It's been fun.
You got a final score for us, Spence?
Oh.
What do you think? What are you feeling?
Let's go 28-7.
Giving up that touchdown.
Yep, we're going to give up one here late.
Okay.
All right. 28-7.
Late.
Yeah. Well, you heard it here first. Spencer, thanks for joining us. Good luck the rest of the way.
Yes, thank you guys.
Thanks for coming up, man. Good luck squeezing out of here.
Yeah. It's going to be like someone turned the air conditioner on as soon as he gets out. Thanks, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take care.
Yep.
There you have it. Spencer Wagey, great Watertown legend, former San Francisco 49er, former Green Bay Packer, former NDSU Bison, former four-time national champion. Not bad for Watertown High School, huh?
Not bad at all. Glad we got him to pop up in here. He keeps the hood up when he goes back down. I don't think he wants to get stopped by everybody asking the same questions we just asked him. So he boogies down and around and goes over to the side.
And like a ninja in the night, he's gone.
I think black is supposed to be a slimming color, right? He's got the full black bodysuit looking on. He's trying to blend into the crowd here.
You know what? Like, there's so many different things that you could say about that guy, but I think the one thing that I really want to convey to people that are listening that maybe haven't gotten an opportunity to talk to him, his character, his integrity, his moral compass, all those things are just unmatched.
Very, very down-to-earth young man.
Yes.
Really glad he got to make it in the booth here for a few minutes to join us.
Yeah, really, really cool. Good for our community. Wish him nothing but the best. Getting caught up here a little bit on chat. Jeff Reese says Dairy Queen, Zesto all the way. We might have an ice cream war.
Well, I said either way, I think somebody owes me Zesto. Then I have zero problem with whatever ice cream.
Shout out to Zesto.
Shout out to Zesto, absolutely.
Yeah, Zesto's pretty dang good.
I'll even buy it if somebody took me up on the bet. I don't care. I have no problem to go to Zesto at any time.
The great Mark Bellum says great half arrows and Arrow TV, and great job golf and tennis. Appreciate you, Bellum. And just like that, we are kicked off. Shame on me. I was not paying attention, and T gets a great return all the way out to about the 40. JCR says class of 27 represent, or 2017, excuse me, represent. Proud of you, Spencer. Way to represent little old H2O town. And Fly Eagles 11, Mr. Caden Mooney, all the way from Philadelphia, PA, watching with the whole crew on vacation tonight. Actually, I think he's further north. He's just out living his best life.
We're just trying to get every state in. He can go up to north.
Yeah, he's
way
like
up north to Maine, and then give us a shout out.
Caden, if you're still watching, let me know where you're at. I forget even where you're at anymore. I know you're on vacation somewhere, but all right, back to football here. T is going to play action, come out gunning. He's got a guy wide open. Makes one guy miss and tries to slip in between Briggs, and he does pick up a few more. T coming out firing.
I think that's what they're going to have to do a little bit more of. The run game has really been stopped well by the Watertown defense. So maybe we see a little bit more play action, a little bit more quick game from them here in the second half.
Yeah, T's moving a little quicker now than that they did in the first half. I still don't see number 11 out there for T. It would have been nice if we had some sideline reporters out there, huh?
Next year.
We got a flag right away. This might be, I'm guessing this is on T. It was right at the snap, so illegal formation maybe?
Yeah, I don't know if they caught late in there again, or are we offsides maybe?
Maybe. Hodorf didn't look very happy. Maybe we were offsides.
Sideline warning.
Yep.
Watertown. Result of the play is second down.
All right. Coaches are too far off. Hodorf's not going to like that a whole lot.
Oh, yeah, he's backing everybody up. The whole squad's backing up.
Yeah, they're going to end up with us pretty soon. We're going to end up right here in the booth.
Yeah, that's one of those penalties you don't want to see.
No, especially because the next one is yards, is it not, Tyson?
Yes.
Great tackle there for the Arrows. That's number 9, Caden Decker. And Caden Mooney says that he's in the Pocono Mountains with Casey, Sean, and Michelle Lenning.
Don't even know where that is, Sam.
It's in the Pocono Valley.
Okay. I was just going to say it's bad enough when the 11 guys on the field get a penalty. It's really bad when the players on the sideline get one. That's better to talk about geography because I'm lost on that one.
Let's just stick with football, huh? 3rd and 2, 10.5 minutes left in the third quarter here. T's going to be in that I formation, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. I think we're going to see this one go right up the middle here, Tyson. Quarterback sneak.
He did not get it.
He's pretty close. Who gobbled him up there? Was that Micah?
If we see a replay there, it looked like he was going to have 5-6 yards to run, and he just got gobbled up and pulled backwards. Yeah. I don't know who made that tackle. If it was Lambert or Hawk, but what a nice tackle. And not letting him fall forward.
He just swallowed him and then fell backwards on it with him. He's going to go for it on 4th and 2.
Yeah, you have to go for it here if you're T.
Yeah, for sure. And they are bunched up tight there. This is going to be power football.
Watch that snap.
Helmet on helmet right here, and that's exactly what it is.
No way!
And Spencer Wench has met him in the backfield immediately, and that is going to be short.
Yeah, he got a little bit better spot than he deserved, but he is still short.
Oh, absolutely. Great play. Hey, we talked about this game's going to be won at the line of scrimmage, and there's a perfect example of it.
I'm not big enough to argue with Spencer very often, but I'm going to say that goose egg stays on that board. Here's a replay, Sam. Spencer Winches comes right up the middle there and swallows up that ball carrier.
Meets him in the backfield, throws him back. Turnover on downs, first down for the purple guys.
Yeah, I think it might stay at 0. Even late, I think they hold on. I think they hold on tight to that 0.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to argue with Spencer.
Hopefully he's not listening. Come back up here.
His forearms and his biceps are the size of my head. Scooting back there is Marcus Fossum. He picks up about 6'7". Just kind of slipped out of there and picked up a few yards.
Yeah, get a few more of those 6-7 yard chunks.
34, excuse me.
Arrow's best run plays of each half maybe come on the first play. We want to see that trend broken here.
Yeah, they're going to give him 8 on that one. 2nd and 2 now, 9 minutes going in the third quarter. Let's see if the Arrows can sustain a drive here and put some more points on the board. It's been pretty quiet since those first two possessions.
Let that clock run down and really maybe put the nail in the coffin here if you can with a long touchdown.
They hand the ball off here to Fossum. Fossum runs really well.
He does.
Really well.
The way he runs has really grown on me. He's so downhill. He's tenacious the way he runs. Now he's going to get a break here from Decker, but that combination of those two has been fun to watch, and Fossum especially being in there every week, he's just been a stud for these Arrows.
You know, last year he came on about the middle of the year and just one day decided, you know what, I think I'm going to play football. And he was really helpful on special teams, and then this year he's a big part of the offense.
Yeah, behind Juven and Sparts, he didn't get to really shine much, and now this year he's taken that lead back role, and he's been awesome.
We've seen Malik trying to get away from a few T-area Titans, but hard to do when you're gang tackled there.
Yeah, he's going sideways a little bit too long there, and number 31 coming on the field. I don't see him very often. Braden Kleinsaucer.
Yeah, it's a 6'1", 180-pound wide receiver, junior. Arrow's going to be playing behind the sticks here at 2nd and 14 from the 40-yard line. Pass here?
Yeah, they got some type of... Is he going to be in there at the other tight end opposite Hunter Peterson? It looks like he is.
Yep. And look at all these. Look at all these
Winches is sneaking out the backfield on a play action here. There he is.
Yep,
there's Winches. Hit him.
Hey, there's Olsen too. There's Peterson. Yep. Yes, sir. What a dot from Hemrick.
Love getting that tight end.
What a dot from Hemrick. And a great hands catch by Peterson. I would love to see an instant replay of that if we could, please. A beautiful, beautiful pass by Trayton Hemrick. Great play action. Puts it into a tight window there, right over the linebacker. Hunter Peterson, right? Hunter Peterson, 86.
Yep, nice soft hands for Hunter Peterson.
Yeah, great play. Great play.
Gets this drive back on track.
Boy, Trayton Hemrick is just having himself one heck of a football game tonight. Fun to watch, young man. This time he's going to hand off to Fossum. Fossum's going to go to the right side. Pick up a couple.
Yeah, I think every one of Hemrick's passes tonight has been right on the money. He hasn't got all of them caught, but he's put them all where he's needed to.
What's he got for yards, Tyson?
He's got one long rush, but he's got a 10, 52, 7, and 20, so 62, 69, 89 yards passing tonight for the Arrows quarterback.
Shout out to the young Pitkin, and he's doing stats for us tonight, so appreciate all that you're doing for us behind the scenes. Doing a good job, too.
His brother's way back in the slice coming in motion, that's why.
Go back up to the left. You're going to throw behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh,
be
what
careful,
a nice tackle, 56.
That's a great tackle by T.
Don't say it. Hayden Bialis.
Hayden Bialis.
Number 56. Tackling machine out there for the T-Titans.
Good football team.
Yeah, they tackle really well.
You know, second and 10, you like the idea of throwing behind the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 10?
You know, if he gets out to the flat a little faster, where the defensive lineman can't catch him, he's got a little bit of room to run there. But that was a better play by the T defense, in particular, number 56, Hayden Bialis. 3rd and long here for the Arrows. See what they dial up.
Hemrick's going to drop back. He's got to look to his blind side here. He steps up into the pocket, turns his hips, and good job. He's just going to flick it out of bounds. Yep, good job not taking the sack that time.
Again, number 56, Hayden Biles comes around the edge, makes Hemrick step up and throw that one away. Good stand again by T. It's been really the theme here since the first minute and a half.
Yeah, for sure. But one thing that you can say for the Arrows here, I mean, yes, they did not score. They took a little bit of time off the clock, but the other thing is they flipped the field position.
Absolutely.
You know, they picked up a first down or two, get a good punt off here. They flip field position. Hopefully it's not blocked again. It's not. Look like a fair catch called from T, so T's going to take over at about the
12-yard line.
Yeah. Yeah, about the 12-yard line, but not a terrible. I mean, field position's huge.
Yeah, especially tonight. We'll see if this defense can hold strong. T's going to have to really get creative here to get something going offensively. Again, without their big horse in the backfield, they've had a little bit of a tough time moving that ball tonight, but a good defensive game so far by the Arrows.
All right, Coach Weber chimes in, and he says number 56 is be a loss. Be a loss. So that's how we pronounce his name. Be a loss.
Be a loss.
Be a loss. Appreciate that. Thank you, sir. All right, so T's going to take over from the 12, 5:25 left. Uh-oh, that's a good play design. Better make a tackle. Good open field tackle there by Cole Hansen.
I didn't see if that was play action or not, but some of that quick passing has been where they've had some good luck here. Now here comes the replay, Sam.
Yeah, you're going to see it.
See, play action, name of the game in high school football. Get those guys' eyes in the wrong spot and hit a nice quick pass right over their shoulder.
Good open field tackle there by Cole Hansen. Just about 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. T gets the ball after a punt by the Arrows. First play action on a pass. Picks up a first down. If you're T, you're feeling pretty good after that one. Another play action here.
Number 17's open again.
Yeah. Oh! Just throws high. You know, if you're that young quarterback for T there, that's the number 1, Dashel Lowry, 5'10" junior quarterback. It'd take a little zip off of that.
Yeah, that's one he's got to make, and he wants it back.
Yep.
Because his guy's got room to run there. Number 17, Tyler Reed.
Yeah, yep. He's just got to take a little bit of zip off that one, a little softer touch, and then you allow the receiver to get some yards after the catch. 2nd and 10 here, 4:47 left in the third quarter. He's going to have one back to the right, and he's going to roll out that way. He could run, and he's going to throw behind the receiver. Spencer throws him a few yards back, which is good.
Actually, yeah, saved the Arrows a yard or two.
Yep. Threw him back a couple of yards, but nice catch there by number 17, Tyler Reed, catching the ball behind him. Got it on his hip there.
3rd and 5 here, Sam. What are you thinking?
You know, if T has not shown that they can run the ball effectively right now at this point. The play action seems to be working a little bit for him. Maybe you can suck somebody in, and you got single coverage here.
Maybe a bubble screen down here would be.
They're going to run again.
Caden Decker is back there.
Caden Decker just meets him in the backfield and tackles him for a loss. Jaden Lambert back there too.
Yeah, it really forces their hand. Going to have to punt here again now. If you're,
T just hasn't been able to show that they can run the ball consistently.
Yeah, and that's where you think that they're going to come out with some passes. Bubble screen down here. Arrows only have one defender out here, and you got 2 receivers. You'd maybe see him stretch the field sideways, but weren't able to get down out of the backfield.
Punt maybe gets tipped. Maybe that gets tipped. Great punt for the Arrows. It's going to be just about at midfield. This game is far from over, but look at how much time came off the clock there. I mean, we're already at 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, this clock's been running this whole quarter. Arrows really need to. Would love to see him put a score on the board. This game would really feel out of hand if you're T, if the Arrows are able to put some points on the board, particularly a touchdown.
Even if they're able to get 3.
Yeah, just with the way that T's offense really hasn't quite been able to get going tonight.
You see this replay here brought to you by DFS Insurance. You see Caden Decker just meeting him in the backfield. Knocks him down and stuffs it on 3rd and short.
Getting a start here about at midfield, and we got our regular crew, Winches and Fossum in the backfield.
Himrick's going to be under center. Peterson in motion. Fake to Wenches. Off to Fossum to the left. Fossum's going to spill it out for
6,
7.
Outside to the tight area, 45-yard line.
Coming back to more of our 2 tight end set here.
He's up in it by number 10.
Too early to milk clock, or is they're moving the ball effectively. I mean, there's still a whole quarter of play left, but
I mean, I have no problem with that. Like I said, it'd be one thing if you were in a shootout right now, but there's just that offense for T is just not being able to get going. I think you're fine doing that. You'll play a field position game this way.
Yeah,
You'll be able to hang in there.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, the main thing is getting out with a W, and Watertown's playing good football right now, and this time they're going to sweep to Fossum. I think we're going to get a block in the back there, maybe on Wenches. The Arrows, I mean, speaking of inability to run the ball, the Arrows keep trying to run outside the tackles, and they seem to be having a problem moving the chains on those sweeps.
T's defense is fast.
Yes.
And I haven't really seen them miss a tackle tonight.
No.
They've done a great job.
T is tough.
Yeah,
T is tough.
They're going to keep packing that box. They don't really care if they give up a few 8, 10, 12-yard pass plays. They're just going to keep blood in your nose up there.
Holding on the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay second down.
Let's see if we can see who was holding there, Sam.
I thought it was Wenches, and it looked like he got his hands in the back there, but
Second down and 14,
see if we can pull that up.
45-yard line.
But going back to, I mean, the Arrows are having a hard time running the ball kind of outside the tackles, but they're running very well up the middle behind, behind that big offensive line. Hemrick's going to bootleg to his left and then get met by 2 T-area Titans, and he's going to take another sack. It's going to be 61 and 56, and 61 is Jack Gearman, and 56 is Hayden Bulos.
Again, the way that Watertown's defense has played tonight, how conservative do you think they are? Do they go to that tip, that draw play that we've seen from them so much? Hemrick's coming out.
Yeah, Hemrick's coming out on 3rd and 24, so this is going to be
a creative run play of some kind.
Yep, for sure.
We're going to have Briggs in the slot coming through and get a sweep. That's what my guess would be, is you got him over.
You got Fossum and
just going to
follow up the middle. And just go power right up the middle. Going to go back up real close to the original line of scrimmage. It's still going to be 4th and 11.
Effectively ends up being a draw play the same. And again, you're happy just to say, you know what, defense, you've got us this far. Let's keep a 0 on the board.
Yeah. Go ahead and punt it away. And hopefully, I mean, if we're fortunate enough, then T's going to start off in the dirt.
Yeah. They're going to switch out of it here after about one play, but fourth quarter is coming fast.
Yep, 4th and 10 here. Wenches gets this one off. It's going to be in front of the dirt as the fair catch is called for by number 4. That's Riley Sponda. 33 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and ladies and gentlemen, we blinked and 3rd quarter is almost over.
Yeah. Pretty much what Watertown was hoping for. Just keep running that clock.
Try to sneak one in. Looks like they're perfectly content to go into the 4th. We'll run this one out here as there's 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. We'll take a timeout. This time brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. Stick around for the 4th quarter as the Arrows go into it with a 12-0 lead.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter.
I mean, deep down, Coach Horloff would like to see this score end up be 24-0, but there's a part of me that thinks he'd be pretty happy to see it end 12-0. It's just crazy to me how this game was 12-0 after a minute and a half.
And it's still 12-0.
And outside of a blocked punt, nobody's even really been close to the red zone since.
Yeah. Have we been in the red zone even? Have we been inside the 20?
No, our field goal was
outside of
that, so unless we got backed up. But yeah, I don't think we've even been in really either team outside of that one block punt.
Renee Kloos, and I apologize, Renee, if I mispronounced your last name. She said, come on, T, so we appreciate you joining in and watching us from, I'm assuming, the T area, but appreciate you watching. You got a good football team there.
Very good football team.
A lot to be proud of as T takes over here on 3rd and 13. They got a screen here out to sorry, I missed the number who it went to, but Caden Decker, if he does not make that tackle, there's a lot of running room there.
He's off and running.
Yeah.
Number 25, Carter Brown, just about scooted out of there with a long first down.
Caden Decker is quietly having himself a nice little night.
Yeah, the Arrows' defense has tackled a lot better than they did last week, but he's really stepped up and played good tonight.
Yeah, he really has. 4th and 13 now. Fourth quarter just underway as T gets this one off, and in the back is Randall, a.k.a. Darren Sproles. He's going to fair catch that one at about the 40-yard line. So the Arrows are going to take over, playing field position here, stay in front of the sticks.
Yeah, I think it's not going to be anything super crazy here, not getting Hemrick left out on an island when he's dropping back to pass. You'll see more of that quick play action, that run game. Just keep this clock, just keep it running.
And do we have any idea the amount of sacks that T has tonight? Like, do we have that in our stats anywhere?
We'll scroll down here, see if we can find it. They have 3. Caleb, number 18, Caleb has 1, and then Hayden, number 56, has 2. So a total of 3.
I feel like I feel like it's more than that.
Well, Hemrick's been running around for his life back there at times, but maybe only got him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage 3 times.
Sure.
Micah Hawk gets on the field a little late here.
Arrows are going to take over here at the 40-yard line. Play action here.
Hunter.
Got some time. Receiver fell down. He's looking for Mitch Olsen. Maybe a little bit over his head, too.
Hunter slipped out of there late, and he was going to be wide open. But
Hunter Peterson, number 86, tight end for the Arrows. I mean, he's really played himself into a fairly pivotal role for this team.
Very, very consistent football player. Just does a quiet, nice job. And he's a junior, I believe, Sam, number 86.
Yeah, Hunter is a junior.
No, he's a sophomore. Even better.
Even better.
Get to watch him for a few more years.
Hemrick's going to be in shotgun. No, excuse me, that's Spencer Wentz is in shotgun. He's going to hang on to it. Power football here. Makes a couple guys miss.
I think they're just getting out of his way.
It kind of looked like they were kind of jumping out of the way there.
They said, "No, you get him.
Yeah.
I'll let you have this one."
I'm not interested in tackling that young man, especially when he's running angry like that. Good play. Good play for sure.
Big first down. Keep those chains moving and keep that clock running.
Heidi Langerud says cheering for the Arrows from Worthington, Minnesota. Time to lock it in and send them home. Appreciate you watching, Heidi, all the way from Minnesota. Arrows are going to take over here right at the 50-yard line.
We haven't gotten any Worthington shout-outs. You don't get even many Minnesota ones.
No, it's...
we got 2 guys moving. Just don't snap the ball. No, it's a penalty.
Yep, there it was. Yep, there it was.
And that's, Spencer doesn't play a lot of quarterback, obviously. That's something he's got to just wait to snap it. Make sure everybody's set in their spot. The receivers caught it, but...
Watertown legend Aaron Schoenfeld says, love the any given Sunday feel of AA this year.
Illegal shift.
Said about 5 teams can win AA.
5-yard penalty.
Polo Onyx is cheering on the Arrows, so appreciate everybody watching. 10.5 here. Yeah, the Arrows are going to be, back to what we talked about, back behind the sticks. Just 2 guys moving at once. Tougher, and you called it, tough for Wenches when he's not in that position all the time.
Yeah, I think he recognized it, but he's used to snapping the ball when the motion guy crosses his face when he's supposed to snap it. At that point, he's got to tell somebody to get set and wait.
Sure. So split backs here for Hemrick. We're going to get a false start on the Arrows, I believe. We're going to move him back another 5. I think this Micah.
Ball start on the offense, number 78. It's a 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Number 67 for T approves. That's Jacob Young and Jude. That's what I get for just.
What number was he?
67. Approved of it.
Yeah, we're going to need some help in the chat on that one. I won't even take a stab at it.
Going to throw me under the bus. 1st and 20 here for the Arrows. Continue to play behind the sticks. Hemrick's going to have split backs this time here. This time handoff to Fossum. Fossum makes 1 cut, runs north and south. Fossum does a good job of staying north and south.
He does. He doesn't lose yards very often at all. He usually gets a couple no matter what. Somebody's down.
Yeah, number 13, that's Dawson Eimers. 6 foot, 180 pound senior running back linebacker.
Going to need to come out of play, and Brady Tapia's coming in. Tapia, probably.
I'm not helping you.
Okay.
You're on an island.
We're going to have to get here early, meet with other teams' coach, have them give us a name rundown of everybody.
Check this out, Tyson. Harry Little says, watching from Michigan, 1961 ESD champs.
How about that?
Arrows.
It's our first Michigan shout-out, right?
1961 ESD
That's
champs.
Pretty cool.
Mr. Little, we appreciate you watching all the way from Michigan. Great play action here from Hemrick. He's going to make one. Nope, he is not going to make that guy a miss.
The guy, the one that came in, Tapia.
Yep.
Makes his presence known and fell right away.
Brady Tapia with the sack. That's got to be at least the 14th sack of him, Rick.
Statistically, it's the 4th, but it feels like we're close to double digits.
Check out these Waverly legends walking in right here. Colton Kranz and Jace Jealous enjoying us on their bye week.
Showed up a little late. They must have just been looking for a better seat.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe they were conditioning.
Might have been.
They were probably conditioning.
No, because I see their coach on photos. He hasn't been here that long. He's been here since the start.
They were putting in the extra work by themselves.
That's good.
Yes. They don't need any leadership. They just do it on their own.
No weeks off.
Yeah, exactly. All gas, no brakes. 3rd and forever for the Arrows here. Fumble.
Goofed up. Lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, Arrows corral it up. And again, I mean, this is just the tale of the last couple quarters for the Arrows, just playing behind the sticks a lot. And then now you have the ball, like the sticks are right at the 50. You're at 4th and 27. And it's the game of field position.
It's reminiscent of Waterboy. I'm about to just say offense, just take a knee 3 times and just punt. You're almost farther ahead doing it that way.
Yeah, that's tough. Let's see if Wenches can get this one off here. Send them back. T came for it. Gets a good bounce. Yeah, T's going to let that one go, and that's going to roll all the way to about the 25-yard line before number 28 for the Arrows touches it. That's Landon Lewis, who's also the long snapper.
I think number 5, Caden B, I'm going to use his last name. It's just his first letter, Caden B. I think he wished he'd picked that one up.
I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to go with Bowenberger.
I think you nailed that.
I think I got it, too. Yeah, I think if he could take that one back, he probably would.
He was shaking his head as he was walking away. I think he's missed an opportunity there a little bit, but T starts this drive now from their own 25.
Yeah, I think you want that one back. 1st and 10 for T here, 7:50 left in the 4th quarter. See if T can put together a drive and maybe get some points on the board. Little play action here, 17 on 17 crime, incomplete pass.
Good defense. At a certain point for TD, you just almost bail on the play action as well and just get straight to the drop back pass game. I mean, Watertown's got to almost be expecting passes coming now, so they're not biting on that play action quite as hard. You're just giving Mike and Lambert more time just to get through that.
Yeah, and if you're the Arrows, I mean, this is what we talked about. I mean, this is what we wanted. We wanted the Titans to have to throw the ball. And we said if you're going to make them throw it 10, 15, 20 times, then you should be in good shape, and that's what's happening now. T drops back to pass again, throws a little slant right over the middle. It's completed, but met by Caden Decker for 4 or 5 yard gain.
Number 54, Luca Lesson. He's got a lot more snaps, and he's looked good out there so far tonight for the Arrows as well.
Yeah, Luca Lesson started at defensive tackle here. Defensive end, 6'2", 245-pound junior. Doing a nice job.
See if you can get a sack here on this big 3rd and 5.
This is a big 3rd and 5 here. I mean, if you're the Arrows, you want to get off the field, and if you're T, the way that your defense has been playing, maybe you consider it for it.
Yeah, you probably do. They might be running here just to try to pick up a few yards.
One back to the left, and little option here, and he's going to pitch it out. And it's going to be met by Spencer Wenches and a slew of Arrow defenders short of the 1st down. Now this is why you get paid the big bucks here. I mean, if you're head coach Scott Fry,
you go. There's no question. It's 4th and 1, under 7 to go now, and you got to score twice. You have to go for this one.
And the defense, and I think we're going to get a timeout here from T.
Somebody's got to take a break, I think. I don't know if he got his bell rung by Winches there. Or...
Can we get a replay of that last play? I wonder if we have that by chance.
Number 34 is coming off. I want to see if that's who had the ball.
Okay, great replay here, and you see Spencer just
got her knee or hold a little bit.
Timeout.
Yeah.
T area.
Yeah, I mean, and then gets 2 or 3 other guys on top of him, and yeah, rumor has it Spencer Wenches hits pretty hard.
He's pretty good from what I've heard, what I've seen.
Yeah, not too bad. So resetting here, 6:43 left, Arrows up 12-0. 4th and 1 here, pivotal 4th down play. Could be a big turning point in the game here.
This is the game for the Arrows. If you can stop them here, you can feel pretty good about putting this one away. Just running this kind of bleeding this clock out and maybe putting one more score on the board. If you're T here, same thing. You don't get it and your writing's kind of on the wall for you.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if T is going to attack the middle of that Arrow defense, or do you think they're going to try to go outside the tackles here?
You know, I've always loved the quarterback sneak on 4th and 1. You know, don't get too creative. If it's me, especially after this long huddle, if I'm the T coach, I'm saying it's hard count. We're going on 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
really get the Arrows defenders on the back of their heels and then punch it forward.
And if you're the Arrows, you don't really want to hold your water here, right?
No, I mean,
don't jump and don't give them the free first down.
You're kind of selling out too, but in the back of your mind, you got to know that they might be going on 2, 3, so you got to be ready to go as well.
Let's see what happens here as T lines up in a pretty traditional I. Hat on hat, big guy on big guy, looking like maybe a sneak, Tyson. There it is.
He got it.
Yep, and he got it. Yep, right in between the center and the guard there. Puts his head down. Good job of executing there if you're T.
Keeps the driver alive, keeps
in. Pretty quick calling it, pretty quick to the line of scrimmage. You can see a little sense of urgency now for T.
Yeah, we'll see if they get into more of that drop back passing game now. They're already in shotgun here.
Yeah, trips left. Looking that way on the screen. It's going to pick up a few and get out of bounds.
Number 13 with a catch, Dawson Eimers.
And if you're Watertown, you're okay with that.
Yeah, keep everything in front of you. They saw kind of how that bit him in the back end last week. They had a long pass play, hit him over the top to tie that ball game up. They're going to keep everything in front of them here.
Yeah, yep. And like I said, if you're Watertown, you're 100% okay with that. 2nd and 5, 6:17 left. Short yard gains are certainly not going to hurt the Arrows at this point. You want to stay away from the home run. Yep, false start here on this side.
Yeah, both sides of.
Did you say, I thought I saw number 4 for T.
False start
in the slot.
on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty.
There's a couple of them that jump.
I got to tell, I'm just real happy that Harry Little is watching us.
From Michigan?
All the way from Michigan. But, I mean, talk about a legend. 1961 ESD champs.
I was thinking he's got to be getting ready for the big game tomorrow, but that's Ohio State and Oregon, not Michigan and Oregon.
Yeah, so pretty great. Thanks for watching, Harry. He's going to drop back. He's got a guy through behind him over the middle there. I thought that T had number 4, Riley Spanda, there, but
he was streaking across. If he'd have hit him, he had a little bit of room in front of him too.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. 6 minutes left here, and Watertown's just trying to hang on right now.
Yeah, I said it's all about that goose egg for this Arrows defense tonight.
We talked about 20 passes-ish. How many? We'll check and update here after this play to see where T is at on pass attempts. He's got some time, steps up into the...
Oh,
picked off by Spencer Wenches. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a house call by your senior captain, number 22. And that is the nail in the coffin to seal the win.
There is a flag, but I believe it's holding, and I believe this is going to stand.
Pink flag is on the field.
Yeah, that was the 19th pass of the game, Sam.
On the offense.
That's going to stand.
Yep, that play is going to stand. That's a Spencer Wenches touchdown. That's a game sealer.
We said if
19th pass of the game,
yeah,
say 20.
If they throw 20, it's not good. This isn't exactly the recipe for success for them. Spencer Wenches now puts nail in the coffin, and Watertown breathes a sigh of relief here tonight.
Okay, now looks like they're going to be going for 2 here, trying to make it 20 to nothing.
I kind of want to see him look on the extra point game right now when it's kind of in hand.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking a lot of the same thing too. But this game's far from over, right? I mean, there's 6 seconds left, or excuse me, 6 minutes left. 6 seconds left, far from over.
Then it would be over.
5:55 here. Arrows are going to try to go for 2, extend the lead to 20 to nothing. But at this point, I mean, you're having better luck, in short yardage than you have been on extra points.
We got just Spencer in the backfield here.
Yep. Bolson's going to be in motion, going to bootleg and then go across his body to the left here, looking for Briggs, it looks like, and that one's going to be broken up. So
let's get into it here. Who's been kind of our guy tonight? Who's our player of the game?
Yeah, I was going to wait until after that play as well, just to kind of open the debate.
Who had the second touchdown for us?
Briggs
had the long return.
Briggs had the long return. Wentz's had the long touchdown.
Oh, that's
and
right.
then that was pick six.
It's good to have him. It's good to have him back.
It is. But I do want to open the debate for
Winches has had Hemrick's had some stolen from him tonight, unfortunately.
That's what I'm saying. But I think right now, the pick six, the 60-yard TD run, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
61 yards. He's got 90 on the ground.
I might ask him after the game if the player of the game was on his mind, and so he didn't want to have Hemrick get the touchdown pass, so he decided to score on the next rushing play himself just to make sure he got
the player of the game. I wonder if we could get an interview with Spencer.
We might need to ask him if that was on his mind.
Yeah, I want to know if he dropped that one on purpose because he prefers the yards. So there you have it. 6 carries, 90 yards, a touchdown, a pick,
and an interception return for a touchdown.
And the pick six, just all out. I mean, that's a football player.
Yeah, he's had a hell of a night, Sam. He's been fun to watch.
Yeah, it really has. And I think it would be fun to interview him too, and just ask him, did you drop that one on purpose because you wanted it on the ground the next game or the next carry?
Yeah, Hemrick's definitely had probably 80 yards robbed from tonight receiving.
Number 17 for T is going to bring that one out and get it out to about the 25-yard line. 17 for T is Tyler Reed. We've called his name a few times tonight.
Pitkins came back on a penalty regardless when he dropped. They scored. Did Mitch drop one too, or his 2 crossing routes he's caught?
Well, he had that controversial one in the end zone here.
That's right.
That side.
So there's really been 3 that Hemrick really has a totally different night if those are caught.
Yep. But Jeffrey says 22 player of the game. Aaron Schoenfeld wenches all day. Dude is a menace.
He is a menace.
Yeah, I think right now, regardless of what happens, it's got to be
reverse, double reverse here.
Jeez, big old tackle there.
Is that Winches?
Yeah, it was Winches. Yeah,
exclamation point.
He's like, you know what? I know these 2 idiots are up in the booth, trying to debate.
I'll just put the cherry on top myself.
Whether I should be player of the game or not. He's like, go ahead and give me that shirt. He's the right play here. He's going to Dakota Land Federal Credit Union.
He's going to stay out there and try to get another tackle or 2.
Yeah, absolutely. 5 minutes left here. He's going to drop back to throw his 20th pass of the game. He's going to go deep over the middle. Briggs gets his head turned around. No flag. Incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Briggs had a nice little game.
Yeah, he's been glued to his defender all night too. Arrows have been sharp tonight.
Now let's just say something wild happens and Briggs gets like a pick 6 or a sack.
Yeah, that would open it back up.
And he takes one in, 2 touchdowns for both.
I don't know if we have stats on how many tackles, total tackles, but man, Winches might have a dozen of those tonight too.
Yeah, that's fair. We have been calling his name quite a bit. It's almost been a broken record at this point. 3rd and 10, 5 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. The Arrows hold on to an 18-0 lead, trying to close this one out. T's going to drop back and pass over the middle here. This time it's complete. And somebody's got to bring him down. Mitch Olson's going to bring him down. It's going to be a first down for the Arrows.
Spencer did say a late touchdown, didn't he?
A little jostling for the ball here, but Mitch has got it, but they're going to say that he was down. The ball sailed over fingertips of a couple of Arrows. Yeah, we see the replay here brought to you by DFS Insurance and gets over 2 Arrow defenders. T's going to continue the drive. 1st and 10 here, this time at the 49-yard line. Drop back and pass here again. He's got some time, pump fakes, looks over the middle, has his guy. That's number 10 for T, and that's Griffin Waibenga. Where are the Smiths? Do we have any Smiths?
No.
Johnsons?
All the easy last names are overrated, I guess.
Do we have any Johnsons out there at all?
I'll give some updates here on the scores. Huron is beating Aberdeen Central 10-0 at the end of the 3rd quarter. Yankton is up 21-7 with 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Piers up 17-14 with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Put a pin on that just for a second here, Tyson, as T is going to drop back here and pass, looking for a false start.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
You know what? Give me one more.
He wants a
Give me
touchdown,
one
too.
more. Another pick. Does a little hezzy. Shakes a guy off. Gets some more yards. Spencer Wenches. If that's not the nail in the coffin, I don't know what is.
I guess this is why we don't talk about the player of the game with 6 minutes to go. We waited till
You know what?
like 2 minutes.
Here's the thing. Spencer Wench is like, you know what? The heck with your player of the game, player of the state.
I'll keep my own. I'll just keep my own shirt. Give it to whoever you want. I'll make up my own award. Here's the replay again.
Yeah, good job of Wenches staying in there, smelling it out. Great play. Not satisfied with the interception. He picks up some more yards.
We'll see if the starters come out here, but I hope that means Spencer's wrong and there's no late touchdown.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct.
What's that?
On T area.
On T.
It's a 15-yard penalty added on to the end of the play. First down, Watertown.
I think you had to think about who that one was on. He was pointing the right way.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of people watching. He got nervous. I didn't see what the penalty was. Did you? T's had 2 after the play penalties tonight. 2 unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Arrows are going to take over here, 1st and 10 with 4 minutes and 22 seconds left, and that's a big 15-yard penalty. They're going to move that all the way up to what, Tyson, the 20-yard line?
Yeah, I was thinking to be on the Arrows, which would have been a little bit more room for them to run this game out. That'd have been okay, but they might score again here, Sam.
Well, Spencer Wenches, anybody?
My final score was 18-12, Watertown. So I kind of want to stay where it is.
Well, Wagey had
24-7, or
no, I think he had 28-7. As Fossum's trying to get into the action.
He's
going to walk in. He's going to walk in. Arrows are just taking over now. 24-0.
We had a late flag.
Another one?
Hemrick was by himself when they threw it out. Like, way back by himself. It was just him and the ref. I don't know if he said something or... This really should be after the play, but he wasn't quite in yet.
Looks like it's going to be on Watertown.
Yeah, only Hemrick was back there.
The result of the play is a touchdown. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Watertown, number 86.
That's Hunter Peterson.
That 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Huh. I didn't quite see what he did there. He must have been a couple steps ahead of
Got the replay here brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. Let's pay attention to the touchdown here, and then we'll...
He's a backside tight end even.
Yeah, a touchdown, but I wonder what the penalty was there. Maybe he didn't say it.
I wonder if he just threw him down after that.
Maybe
you're really lucky. You're really lucky that you don't even do it when he's a half step out of the end zone, because that brings all the way back then.
Right. Extra point is up, and it is good.
Good. Got those rolling again.
Crowd celebrates that. They like that. Going to extend the lead to 25-0 Watertown. Resilient football team, right? The last week they felt like that they kind of squandered one, lost in double overtime, which was a classic football game. Come back against a sensational T-area Titan team and just really dominated them.
Set the tone early for sure.
Set the tone early, but then just dominated. I mean, it was great, hard-nosed football. The score is a little closer or the score is a little wider than what the actual game was. But, I mean, really won the line of scrimmage.
I think that's where I was a little frustrated last week, is it seemed like we knew where Spearfish was going to go with the ball, and they were able to slowly get away with what they wanted to do all night. And now this Arrows defense has responded in the best possible way. Again, it looks like that chip is back on their shoulder. They come out, and it looks like they're going to put up a goose egg tonight. They've been fantastic all night.
Yeah, I mean, great job by the Watertown Arrow football team coming in and responding after a heartbreaking loss last week.
We're talking about how good these kids are. JB is sending me a message saying, give a shout out to Nash and Trade for how good of kids they are and how good of hard workers they are for the Parks and Recs this year. So not only do we see it, their bosses see it, their co-workers see it. Just a good group of kids out there on the field tonight for the Arrows.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's fun to watch them do not only good things on the football field, but good things in our community as well. Kickoff is going to go deep all the way down to the 20. It's going to stay in bounds. Jeremiah Schulte did not make a tackle. That might be the first time in the history of the planet that I've ever seen that. Uh-oh. Tough play by Wenches over there at the end, or excuse me, that was 28 for the Arrows.
That might be trending news on Twitter.
Landon Lewis.
Jeremiah Schulte missed tackle.
And I don't even know if it's really fair to say it was a missed tackle, but he kind of ran by him a little bit.
We've never seen it before, even that. So
no, that
everybody gets one. When you're up 25-0 in the fourth quarter, is a good time to use it.
The important thing here now is that Arrows hold on to this, come out unscathed, stay healthy, don't get yourself any penalties. I mean, I know you're very happy with the win, but, you know, win with class.
Yeah, I'd like to think we're going to see the starters come out pretty soon. Again, I know it's important to Coach Hordorf and this team as well to keep that 0 on the scoreboard.
Here
comes Micah Hawk.
It's getting a little chippy right now.
Yeah.
And you can see a couple of shoulders thrown here and there.
And see, here it is. We got another guy coming off.
Okay.
There's our
Spencer's coming off.
Winches and Hawk are coming out, getting a little curtain call as they deserve tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Game 2 on the play, second down and
Yep, good. Second and 7 here. T and shotgun split backs. 2 to the right. Handoff here, and good tackle there by Landon Lewis.
Number 28?
Yeah, that's Landon Lewis. We just called his name here.
Checks in and makes an impact as well.
You know, Landon doesn't get talked about a whole lot. I mean, the 2 games that Spencer was out, Landon did a good job of filling in for him. He's also the long snapper and, you know, tough kid.
Caden Decker's coming out now as well, just one error after another, making their way off the field.
When are we going to see Jaden Lambert come off?
He's probably due next. The secondary is going to slowly come out.
Yeah, good job here by just this Arrow defense. And I don't know, we called a shutout our first game against Brookings last year.
Ever.
And this be the last or the first one since then?
Yeah, you don't take everybody out at once here. Got to make sure that stays intact. Fossum's coming off the blitz. Screen.
Little screen. Well, Arrow's doing a good job.
A little short.
Yep.
4th and short.
Gang tackling there by the Arrows too, and just everybody getting after it. Number 5 for the Arrows is Cooper Ketwick. He came in.
Our player of the game.
Here's your player of the game. 6 carries, 90 yards, 2 tutties. One pick 6. Get after it, young man. Deserves that camera time for sure.
They have a night. You got his T-shirt ready up here?
His T-shirt will be ready for him. Yep, for sure.
Yeah, maybe Coach Hordorf would rather him do the interview tonight. Coach Hordorf's done a few over the years.
Yeah, definitely see if we can get an interview with him for sure. Play action here on 4th and 1. Got a guy wide open. Great design and great execution. Wide open for T was number 23, and that's Cade Korleski.
Number 84 is coming in, Sam. Who do we got for the Arrows on that one?
That's Peterson, right? Or is he
Hunter
86?
Nord.
Hunter Nord coming in, making an appearance.
Taking Fossum off the field for the rest of the night.
How about that? Good job. Quit stealing my program.
Yeah, I got to get mine out.
Why don't you use your program?
Well, I was packing her up. I thought T was gonna go away quietly. I should have known better.
No. Well, Titans are still fighting here.
Number 50 for the Arrows getting a tackle here. Sawyer. Sam? Sawyer.
Knopf. Sawyer Knopf. Mom Shannon is, I believe she's a principal at elementary school.
So I'm probably going to lose my job for not knowing one of the...
Yeah, you're fired. Yep.
Well, good year while it lasted, Watertown faithful. 5-2, heck of a season. I was glad to be a part of the first 3 quarters of it.
45 seconds here. I will, I'm going to see if I can't get Spencer, get an interview with Spencer Wenches after the game and hand him the Dakota Land Player of the Game shirt as T's running it out here and playing hard and playing until the last play and definitely not giving up.
We'll see if they called him a play or if they are content to let this one go.
Ketwick's a little slow getting up, right? Was that number 5, Cooper Ketwick? Yep.
One more guy's coming.
All right, I'm going to make my way down there, see if I can't get Spencer for an interview, and I'll turn it over to Tyson.
fast start by the Arrows and a dominant defensive game tonight. Sets the tone early and delivers the whole way through here. A great game by T. We hope number 11, Sam Wardle, is okay and that shoulder's doing okay for him. But tonight belongs to the Arrows. It was a hard-fought game. Next week, Watertown travels to... They travel out west. We'll pull up the schedule here and see who they got. They go out and play Sturgis, and then they come back home for the final regular season game against Aberdeen Central. And hopefully we get to host a couple playoff games at home. We'll take those one at a time, but tonight does belong to the Arrows. Some other scores here for you quick. Looks like Huron is still up on Aberdeen Central 10-0. Yankton's up 21-7 still. Pierre is up 17-14 on Sturgis. But with 4 minutes to go, Sturgis has the ball, so we'll see how that one finishes up. Again, great night here for the Arrows. We will see if we can get Sam Mooney to follow up with our player of the game or Coach Hordorf. We will see what they think of that. And we'll send it down here to Sam here in about a minute, but thank you all for joining us tonight.
On the field here with Coach Hordorf after an impressive 25-0 win over the T-Area Titans. Coach, after a tough loss last week, how resilient is this football team?
Well, it was fantastic. We came out in the first quarter and played probably the best first quarter we played the entire season. Struggled a little bit in the second quarter, came out in the second half and played really well defensively. Coach Tracy had everybody shut down. Our kids did their job all night long and did a great job defensively. We had some good plays special teams-wise. We had some bad plays special teams-wise, but we did a nice job offensively when it mattered.
Talk about the electricity of the stadium, how the fans went crazy after the opening kickoff for a touchdown. I think the last time that happened here is when Juven did it last year.
Yep, that is the last time that happened. Anytime you can get a big play like that, start the game, it's always going to help out with the rest of the game. It's just a big deal to have a huge play to start the game.
A lot of roses tonight. Spencer Wenches had a phenomenal game, but Spencer Wenches doesn't have that game on offense anyway without the offensive line. How good is that group?
They're really good. I mean, tonight we had lots of time. The only thing we have to clean up offensively is if we make a mistake, we can't make up for that mistake by making another one, and that's been the clutch offensively all year. Things are there. We're doing a good job of calling plays, that kind of stuff. We just have to quit making mistakes.
Resilient football team. Watertown bounces back after a double overtime loss last week, defeats T-Area 25-0. Congratulations on the win, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We will see if we can catch up here with the player of the game, Spencer Wenches, once he finishes his interview with the great Roger Merriam. If you want to hang out with us here one more minute, I think we will be able to catch Spencer. Yeah, Sam gave me the thumbs up. He's ready for him. He's waiting. Get our first ever interview with a player. And a shout out to Coach Hordorf while we're waiting. It's always appreciated that he gives us the time before and after the game to answer a few questions. He certainly doesn't have to do that, but we really appreciate it. Spencer Winch is just finishing up with his interview right now, so we'll see if we can snag him and bring him over to our side here for a quick minute or two. And here he comes. We're going to send it back down to Sam Mooney.
All right, we're here with Spencer Wenches, player, Aero TV, Dakota Land player of the game. I think everybody want to know, Spencer, did you drop the opening pass on purpose so you could get the yards on the ground?
You know, it's always been known that I don't have really good hands, so, I mean, I tried to catch that ball, but I was watching, so I knew it was probably going to be dropped at the end of the day.
Spencer, two interceptions on defense, 1 for 6, roughly 10, 12 tackles. Talk about your game and how important this win is.
Yeah, so this week switched to inside linebacker instead of outside, and so making that change was a big adjustment for me. I feel like I felt better there and helped our team get up with some defensive stops and really just take it to them and get the W.
Spencer, you're the Dakota Land player of the game tonight. You got a fan base right here in front of you. What do you got to say to these guys?
Keep showing up and supporting. Come on now.
Go Arrows.
That'll do it for us tonight, guys.